What is up, ladies and gents, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we're basically going over a very important question, or at least to us, it's an important question to us, and that question is Vindictus still worth playing? It's a question that we all ask ourselves here and there once in a while, and it still is on my mind. So, we're gonna start by introducing ourselves. Go ahead.
I am DK. My in-game name is Jackie Atara. I am on server East, and I am a veteran of Vindi. A little too much, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Uh, I'm Typhoon, and my IGN is Melina Ventus. I'm sure you guys have seen me and DK running around playing with you guys on East server. I am on East server. We both are on East server, US. Uh, and I too am a veteran of Vindictus. So I want to get this off my chest before I forget. This is not a first impressions video. This is not a game review or anything. This is a full overview of Vindictus, and we're gonna let you know, or we're gonna try and help you decide if the game is worth playing and if it's worth your time. Because, like I said, it's something that we ask ourselves here and there once in a while. Um, so the first thing that we're gonna be going off is content. How much content does the game have? DK, go ahead and tell the peeps.
Ooh, content.
Yep, content.
Honestly, in my opinion, I don't feel like the game has much content.
And I agree.
I mean, a lot of the dungeons, especially starting off in Season 1, is the Season 1 story it's very reused. It's the scenery's the same, the dungeons are the same, and a lot of it does feel is copy and pasted,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
that that kills the game for a
yeah.
lot of new players.
In short, it's very repetitive. From one to level maybe level 70, to be completely honest, somewhere around there. It's gonna be very repetitive because you're gonna be seeing a lot of the same dungeons. You're gonna be doing the same thing over and over. Vindictus is a dungeon type game, if you haven't realized that yet. Um, and it's also a raiding type game, and we will get to the raids, but we're gonna go through the dungeons first. But if you are new to Vindictus, one of the major things that I see happen a lot to new players is they don't really last long in the game because of how repetitive the game is, especially on the early stages. You'll see players come in and level up to 30 to 40 and they quit because they realize how repetitive the game is. And it's a shame because Vindictus is one of those hidden gems of a game that you just gotta get through the boring stuff. And the boring stuff is at the beginning of the game. Uh, Basically from 1 to 90. I'm not kidding you. It's 1 to 90, 1 to max. All the fun stuff and all the grindy stuff is at the end. Vindictus is an end game type grind contenty game, but that's basically the gist of the leveling up and grinding. Like I said, it's very repetitive. And should we go over to the dungeons, or am I missing something?
I think we should go over to the dungeons. I think
Dungeons.
you just
Okay.
about nailed it.
Okay. So the it doesn't really uh pick up until I guess 40. 40 is when the game level 40 is when the game starts to get hard, but you're not
Yeah,
really
there
doing
is.
raids yet.
Yeah, about level 40, to me, there's a huge difficulty curve.
Yeah.
That's when the more speedy, I should say, bosses, the more faster attacking bosses come out. the harder
Yes.
hitting bosses.
I also forgot to mention that there's also a point. There's a reason why there's. I guess this is my reason, I guess, but some people may agree, some people may disagree. The reason why there's such a repetitive grind from 1 to 60 is during that time, if you are a new player to Vindictus, it's it's because you need to learn how to play your character. That
Oh
1 to
yeah.
60 is you, the player, trying to understand your character because every single character in the game is completely different, plays different.
Yep. And a perfect example of that is an event that jumped to 75 event,
Yep.
and there was every like level 90 character, everybody got a ticket, and everybody could jump one character to 75. It was a cool event, but it kind of made me mad because there was these people doing raids that didn't know their characters, and they died a
A
lot,
lot.
and it kind of made me
It is.
mad.
I won't lie. It is a little frustrating when you're just trying to get raids done. When you're trying to get your dailies done, people will die.
Yeah.
A lot.
So
Vindictus is a
don't.
dying game.
Yes. Yes, it
And
is.
literally, it is a dying game. Which is why we're making this video. But anyways, there are other things other than just dungeons and raids. There is Ian Launcher. There's fishing. There's the Albin Festival. There's
uh,
PvP. Um,
Abyssal Arena,
Abyssal Arena. I always forget
Bazillion's
Abyssal
Labyrinth.
Arena. Yeah, Labyrinth, which is like what 6 things to do, other than just dungeons and raids, really.
They're
Um,
very useless things to do.
yeah, in short, everything that we just listed, they're very useless. Ian Launcher, or no, the Abyssal Arena is probably the best or second best actually. PvP is actually the better thing to go for, but we'll get to PvP. Abyssal Arena is what do you get like shards?
Yes, you do Abyssal Arena, and you get the Abyssal shards, and if you get like grade 1, they sell for a high price, but the drop rate on them is so little
Yeah, it's very little.
that it almost it doesn't feel worth it.
hmm Honestly, you're just better off saving gold and buying it from someone else or just buying it off the market. But even then, like what we said, these other things that they put out is they're very useless. There's really no point in doing them, especially the Albin Festival. You really don't get rewarded. You just what do you get like the seals, the festival seals or whatever,
Yes,
and
I think.
a title, I think, an emblem or something. I don't know. The Ian Latcher, if you're a newcomer, don't even bother doing it. You're gonna get your ass slaughtered hard.
Especially if you don't know your character.
Yes, especially if you don't know your characters, and especially when you don't know every single boss in the game. Ian Lancher, I'm gonna say it right off the bat. It's a mode that's gonna piss the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
If you are a hardcore Vindictus player like us, there's a point where we gotta just stop playing Ian Launcher and just say fuck it. And that's basically what happened. We just said fuck it, we're not doing it. It's a mode that's gonna piss you off.
Now, I
Cause
remember last summer when Ian Latcher first came out, man, that was
oh
the
yeah,
saltiest day
that was
ever in Vindi.
saltiest day ever.
Like,
Uh,
in our guild between us, the server chat was all just
yep.
salt.
Basically, when Ian Launcher was first released on NA servers, people were getting very frustrated because uh, there, well, what we try to do in Ian Launcher and why we're getting so pissed off is because we're trying to do no hits. No hits is basically the goal of Ian Launcher. Uh, if you manage to no hits on every single boss in Vindictus, then you are basically a god in this game. You are a pro Korean player. And there are
That's
some
why I
very
say
pro
you're
Korean
Korean.
players. Yeah, you are a fucking Korean player on the NA servers. but it is possible to do it, but it's very time consuming. It is very difficult, and you need the proper knowledge and skill to in order to succeed. Um, and I guess the only reward from Ian Launcher are the titles. If you manage to succeed on everything, is you get titles. And I won't lie,
And
the titles are very helpful because they do give you crit. I know one of them gives you like +2 crit, and then what is it, like the seals?
yes, the Ian
This
Lacha
Ian,
seals
yeah,
that you
Ian
can
Launcher
use to
seals.
get
Okay,
seals of bravery.
okay.
But the most rewarding part of that, for me at least, was whenever you first do your boss and you get no hits. Little golden emblem. Doesn't do anything for you, but it lets everybody know.
Yeah, it lets everybody know that you did do a no-hit run on one
Which
boss.
which is kind of cool because
Hmm.
that's one thing that not everybody has.
Yeah, surprisingly, not everybody has that gold medal. But I don't know if anybody has actually achieved all raid bosses on any server, but I'm pretty sure this someone has. And
Probably.
congrats to you if you have. But um, what else is there for content? Oh yeah, PvP. PvP as of now, and ever since it released, it's been uh broken and unbalanced. Very PvP is very unbalanced, especially arena. Arena is very unbalanced, and honestly, it's not really worth doing. The siege is a lot better on its rewards, at least. I don't know how well the balancing is on siege, but I'm gonna let DK talk on that because I haven't done siege yet.
Siege. I'd say Siege is kind of fun. Siege. It's nice because of the seals. The
Yeah,
what are they? Honor seals or something?
siege. Fuck. I
I
think
don't
so.
know. They're the
They're
PvP
seals.
seals.
The PvP seals. Um,
Yeah, we haven't played the game in a while.
yeah.
We've kind of
Whether
been on our break.
it's whether you lose or win, you still get rewarded fairly well.
Yes,
Which
8
is a
for
good
if
thing.
you lose and 12 if you win.
Yeah.
But the thing about Siege is like not you get into Siege and there's some people in there that do Siege every single time
Mm,
and have pro stats and you'll just kind of get wrecked. And that's kind of the problem with Siege, I guess, and that's the problem with all PvP. It is unbalanced.
yes.
But as for Siege, Siege is also time locked as well, so you can only do Siege like I don't know the actual times for like Friday and Saturday. You can do Siege, but then the
Yeah.
rest of the week it's locked and you can't do it. Same with the Abyssal Arena as well.
Mhm. Um. What else is there? The Elbin Festival. I haven't done it, but it seems very pointless. Honestly, don't
I
even bother.
I've done it. It's boring. Don't.
It's yeah. It's okay. You heard it. It's boring. Figures. Fishing. Fishing. Really boring. I mean, it's kind of useless, really. Uh,
We've done it a couple times with
we've done it. Yeah, we've done it a
friends, and
couple time with our
that
guildies,
was
but
mostly that was mostly it's late at night. We're tired and we're
yeah,
just kind of
we
sitting
had
around
nothing to do.
talking.
Yeah. I guess the AFK fishing event, uh, which is going on currently as of now, people are AFKing. Wait, is that still up, or do they remove that on
I think it's
Thursday?
still up.
Is it still up? Okay, we're gonna assume that it's still up. Um,
I don't know. We're right in between updates, so
yeah. But yeah, well, AFK fishing is literally you just sit there and you fish. Um, yeah, that's basically
that's
AFK
about it.
fishing. That's yay fishing. I guess the
Get
only
on the
time
boat, you press F and leave.
the only time where fishing was actually somewhat useful was for a quest. Um, but other than that, it's a side mission and you don't even need to do it. Um,
Yeah,
that's how
I don't even
useless
think I've
fishing.
done it on my
Yeah,
main.
I've only done it once and it's fucking useless, really. Yeah. But is that it for content?
Uh,
Actually, um, I want to point out the fuck, what was it? The whole engine thingy on Discord that we just got message from by
oh,
Rain.
yes.
Uh,
Yes.
don't quote us on this. Let me get. Can you get Discord up real fast? Cause my computer is slow.
Ah, yes, I can. I already have it up. Um, this is not. This is rumored, I
This,
guess.
yes, this is rumored. This is take this as a grain of salt. This is not official. This is not from Nexon or Derpcat themselves. This is from someone
Yeah.
off the forums, and I don't know who posted it on the forums. We don't know, but just take it as a grain of salt.
Yep. And it does kind of explain the lack of content recently,
Yes,
so it's
if it is
believable.
if it is true,
But
but
it is, quote, somebody in Thai or some other Asian server said that DevCat are trying to overhaul the game engine. Maybe that's why they haven't pushed content in a while. So,
so that was on the forums. I think Rain meant the Nexon NA forums. Well,
yeah,
it's in
probably.
English. It's in English, so I'm assuming it's from the Nexon NA forums.
Yeah.
So we just want to mention that because the lack of content that Vindictus has been getting, for if you guys haven't been realizing that the content for Vindictus is very slow. Um, what are they like 6, 8 months apart now?
Yeah, but they were talking like they wanted it to trim it down to like only 2 months or like 1 month apart.
Okay.
So, and then that failed kind of fast.
Yeah, that did fail really fast. Um,
But if they're overhauling the game engine, then it makes sense,
yes, if
I
that's
guess, in a
true.
way,
If
if
that's true.
that's true.
We also forgot to mention, I guess the big three, which are the seasons of Vindictus. So if you don't know, and if you're new to Vindictus, Vindictus has 3 seasons, which is season 1, season 2, and season 3. Currently, Vindictus is on season 3, episode, what, like 4 or 5?
I
4, 5,
believe it's
6,
four.
4. Nemheim is the most recent released episode, evolving around the story. So in between seasons, there are episodes basically, and the episodes are what releases the new raid bosses that everybody grinds for and gets slaughtered in the first week.
And possibly new armors and
Yes,
weapons as
and
well.
yes, and possibly new armors and weapons and shards. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the seasons. We want to keep that short because we failed our first recording and we ended up, yeah, we failed. But
And one thing I would like to point out too is to kind of give them make Nexon sound a little better. They do add in new characters as well from time to time, and
yes,
they do character revamps to add in new skills and stuff like that, which is always nice.
yes.
That
They
brings the game back to life for a couple days.
yes, definitely. I the if you look, I don't know if you guys are curious, you can always look at the forums on their recent patch on characters, which is always a good thing. Some people hate it, some people like it. It's really honestly it's a mixed bag, especially for Lon and his what is his like his dodge or no it was Kai in his dodge I think. Um, I think most Kai players fucking hated it.
Yeah.
um, Also, another thing that I'm gonna be bringing up as well is secondary weapons. People want secondary weapons, and we're kind of getting slow. Secondary weapons. The most recent reveal was Herc. Most people hate it. Personally, I like it.
I
The
think it's a cool
I
idea.
think it's a cool idea. People are bitching about why are you making Herc a person who's using a great sword and making him into a Dante wannabe faggot.
Yes, and if you don't know any
He,
of that, he's using a sword and shotgun.
yes. Personally, to me, I I'll I'll take it because it's new content. It's something new and it's a different playstyle. That's the whole point of a secondary weapon. People tend to forget that. The whole point of a secondary weapon is a different playstyle. Just like Eevee, just like Vela, just like Lon, and just like Fiona. They all have their own secondary weapons because of a different playstyle. Everybody has their own playstyle.
Yeah, they're complaining about Hook being slow and all that.
Which
Honestly, my
I
Eevee's fast with scythe, but slow with staff.
that's the thing. That's the thing. People are complaining how slow Herc is with the secondary weapon, and people were bitching about how slow Arisha was. Uh, Honestly, Arisha, she's fine as she is. She is slow at the beginning of the game, but you gotta work your ass off if you wanna be good with her.
Alicia's
But
the hardest character to play
currently, uh,
currently.
well, not really. It's more of a in between Lynn and Arisha.
Oh
Those
yeah, Lynn, I forgot
those
about
I
Lynn.
think Lynn is the more harder one, but Vela, wow, Arisha is the more harder one because of her
Moonblade.
no, not her rune blade. It's her consumption with her SB bar and stamina bar and MP bar. It's management. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank God. Management for Arisha.
Yeah.
And for Russia, if you plan on playing Russia, management is something that you need to
Yep.
understand for her.
And
Um,
not all characters are hard. I mean,
yeah,
personally, I think Eevee's pretty easy. Just Eevee's one of those
e
characters. Eevee's easy to
Eevee,
play, but hard to master.
Eevee is definitely one of the easier characters to play. Fiona is also an easier character to play. I guess the two characters that I recommend is Eevee and Fiona. If you want to go the soloing route, go for Vela. Uh,
Oh
it's
yeah,
Vela is probably the best option. Um,
with the crosscuts.
Yeah, but the problem with Villa is that her crosscuts despise lag. So if you got a laggy host, you're gonna get frustrated.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep the characters to a minimum here. But there are 9 characters total. Currently there are other concept arts on Google Images, but I feel like or Derpcat, which is DevCat. We call them Derpcat. Um, Derpcat.
Dope
But I
cat.
think Derpcat has just scrapped them and just said, you know what, we're gonna use these characters and make these characters you as secondary weapons, if that makes any sense. We're gonna use these characters and use their weapons as secondary weapons for the current characters in the game, uh, which in a
Hmm.
sense I don't mind. Personally, I do enjoy seeing new characters being introduced in the game. This is just my opinion. I do enjoy it. Some people will bitch on the how the character design looks like, especially on Delia and Lynn. I think those two definitely got the most hate on character designs. Personally, I'm gonna come out straight up. I don't mind them. I think they look fine. I think every single character in the game looks gorgeous and pretty and unique. That's the whole point of a whole character is for them to look unique and pretty, I guess. Um, But yeah, those two were the most hated ones. But then as time went on, people tend to like and grew on their designs. So I mean, in the end, it's really on
It's all
you.
taste,
Yeah, it's all taste
really.
really. It's really on you. Um, as I said, I don't mind the looks of them. Some people hate them. Some people think they look too kiddish. But it's all on you really. Um, which is completely fine. I understand. Everybody has their own different tastes. Uh, what else is there? That's enough of characters. um,
Yeah.
is there anything else that we need to cover for content?
I think that's about it.
should we briefly skim over the 90 gear? Briefly skim it,
Oh yeah,
because it
because
it is
yeah.
a big point on content. So the mo the, well the mo well the the major focus of Vindictus is its endgame content. The level 90, currently level 90 content. The whole point of it is for you to uh, get 90 gear and change it. Alright, first off, apologies for that weird ass cut. We're just gonna go and continue off with 90. The whole point of the end game gear is 90 gear. It's to change your your cheap 90 gear into pure OJ gear. Uh, I guess a tip from me is uh, get a cheap 90 weapon and change it to pure OJ as fast as you can and enhance it to +8 if you want.
If you have the money,
Yeah,
really.
if you have the gold to do it. Other than that, we're gonna get to the cash shop stuff here in a moment.
Later.
Yeah, later in this video. But yeah, anything else, DK?
I don't really think so.
All right,
If
good.
there's anything else that we think of later too, we can always cut back. So
Yeah, if we miss anything, we'll mention it either in a random cut or at the end of the video when we wrap up things.
yep.
All right.
Where I was at now.
Okay, I hit the record button and go ahead and continue.
All right. Well, the point of the bosses too is like before the goals. Like, say if you want to solo an S1 boss, which is the first ones that you're gonna probably start soloing. So you choose a boss. My first one that I soloed was Controlled Black Hammer. He's probably would end up being everyone's first. Usually, well, most people's first because he's the easiest. And I personally think he's good practice. But you just kind of do him every day or something. You practice a little. After you do him enough times, you learn his attack patterns. You
Mm-hmm.
realize that when he slams his hammers together, you know he's gonna lift both of them up and come straight down. That's an actual attack because I know because I
Yes.
practiced him a lot when I was low level.
And I can vouch for that. That is an actual attack.
Yes, his second stage attack
Yes.
actually, because
So,
he has his dual ones, his dual hammers, and then he breaks them in half and has then he has the two hammers, and then he throws his hammers down, and then boom, third stage. And that's just something you'll learn. You'll do the
yeah.
boss, and you'll realize,
Yep.
like, hey, whenever he does this, he rotates his hips at 0.05 degrees, you realize that he's gonna hit you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that preferably means you should probably dodge.
Yes. And another thing good about Vindictus's combat and its bosses is the fact that every single boss has their own phases, which, spices up the gameplay a little, makes you,
Yep.
I guess, on edge. Makes
Yes.
you lets you know that, okay, so this guy's going to the next phase. What's his next attack moves? What's his new moves? What's his abilities? Is he pissed off yet? That's
Yeah.
the fun stuff. Which is why, Vindictus's combat is almost similar to Monster Hunter's combat. On how bosses for Monster Hunter, they can get pissed off, and sometimes their abilities and attacks are a little bit different.
Yeah, they change or they get
They
faster or
change. Yep,
just more
aggressive.
reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing, is it's almost kind of like real fighting in
Yes.
a way. If you do know real martial arts, whenever they attack, you look for an opening in their attack. Like
Yes.
once they attack, you dodge and then you counter. You attack and get as much damage in before he starts his second round of attacks.
Yep. It's
And
it's
whenever it comes down to knowing your character as well, like Orisha. Orisha has her, what was that, diffusion warp.
Yep.
When I played in Orisha, I soon realized that, hey, I can use my diffusion warp as kind of as a dodge.
Mhm.
And that actually helps a lot, because then the diffusion warp does some damage, it crits them, possibly stun them, and can lead for a second attack, a
Mhm.
second counter attack, which is really nice. And there is one thing we forgot to mention in the last video that failed.
Go ahead.
Uh, the transformations.
Oh yeah, transformations. I
Yeah,
guess we
that's
can
like,
say it in the combat because this is basically
yeah,
towards combat, anyways.
I guess, I think it's kind of content,
Yeah,
but
it's a
eh,
both, but we'll put it we'll leave it
this
in this
isn't
part.
this isn't professional, so you know.
Yeah, this is a fucking podcast, anyways. So
Yeah, we're not, like we said, we're not official reviewers, we're not.
we're just dudes letting you guys know
Yeah,
what Vindictus is and is it still worth
and
playing?
yeah, and personally, me, the transformations I love. Basically, if you don't know what transformations are, whenever you hit level 40, you do a little side quest, and you get to choose whether you want to be a paladin or a dark knight. And each one of these transformations has their own sets of stats and, like,
Abilities, yeah.
yeah, abilities. And, like, the paladin is more geared towards defense, when the dark knight is more geared towards just attack. And
Offense, yeah.
yes,
It's pretty obvious. I mean, it doesn't take a
yeah.
brain to fucking figure it out. It's
Now,
pretty obvious, but uh,
now
when you
personally,
yep,
go ahead,
no,
because I'll lead on to something else.
oh, oh, all right. So, but I guess if you're new, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it really doesn't fucking matter on which one you pick. Just go with whatever looks cooler.
Yeah,
This
which you should link the video in the description of the trailer, the really cool one.
Oh, the fan made
The
one? Yeah, that's actually a fan
Yeah,
made one. But we'll
yeah.
link it
Then
too in the description. You guys haven't seen it. It's well worth your time. It's like a 2 minute fucking video. It's not gonna hurt.
yeah, they look cool. I always go back and rewatch it every now and then.
I do too. Honestly, it's very
Same with the Alicia release trailer.
yeah. Thanks, thanks. But yeah, at the end of the day, like what I said, it doesn't matter. Once you're level 90, you have endgame gear. Transformation, it's mainly there just to heal you up and
Yeah, I kind of use that as an oh shit
yeah,
kind of moment.
yeah. It's an oh shit moment, or it's a hey, that guy is gonna do a one hit kill on everybody, and I'm just gonna trans.
Yeah, I'm gonna transfer that, like, couple seconds of invincibility.
Yes.
And that goes with, learning your character. You realize that you get invincibility after you transform.
Yep.
And you I like it because the transformations with the combat is pretty nice, because it what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah. I'm stupid. Hey, it's late. It's
It
like,
is late. It is
what,
very late.
1:30 for me?
1:30 for you. It's 12:30 for me.
But I think it's pretty cool, and it leads to more kind of opportunities, I guess.
Mhm.
And it also requires a little more management too,
Yep.
because you can only transform once an hour. Every hour you can only transform once,
Yep.
and it resets every hour. So before you kind of transform, you should kind of think at at this time, like in the next hour, what am I going to be doing? Will I need this? Because there's some raids or something that I'll go into that I'll go, okay, I need my transformation.
Yep.
And I'm sure you do that too.
Yep. Yep. Definitely.
Mine is Mia, because I don't know why I feel like I'm the only person in the world that struggles with Mia. Not much anymore though, because
They
they
fucking
took
nerfed him
away
hard.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
They nerfed
So
him hard.
I'm not that much of a noob. Just for some reason, the old Mia, I struggled. I struggled. But and then what's really cool is whenever you level him up, the more you transform, and then you put your skill points into his skills to level up and unlock new skills, which will eventually, once you hit level 10, will unlock your second transformation, which will also heal you, and it costs 500 SP, which isn't that bad, really.
And
And
I think it takes AP as
oh
well,
yeah, that's right,
like 10
10
AP,
AP.
which is basically nothing, honestly. You
Yeah,
can
I
fucking
mean, at
farm
the
your
end of the
ass off.
raid,
Yeah,
you get 50 anyhow,
yeah,
at least. So, and then it kind of leads to you get your fissure attack, or your, I forget what the paladin one was, conviction,
yeah. Fissure, is it Fissure? Or is it
fissure for
conviction?
Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, Fissure. Okay, yeah. Then it's conviction. Yeah,
Yeah, and those are always nice, and it leads to more opportunities,
yeah. We're not
more.
gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna go into the what they do, but it's
That
just
that's
it's a nice ability to have.
I
Uh,
think it's kind of cool because
yeah,
it's
they
like that. You fight that boss, and that boss is kind of taking you off. You go, all right, dude, let's go, and you transform, and then you
Yep.
transform for 2 minutes, and it's to me it encourages me, it inspires me. I use it as a morale boost because I'll tell you what, nothing is cooler when you're doing the Dark Knight thing and you just get ticked off at a boss, and all of a sudden you see your character ripping out your heart or whatever and transforms into this demon looking dude.
It is very cool and it is very satisfying.
It is. I've never once transformed and not been satisfied, except a couple times that I transformed and instantly get one hit. That makes me very sad. And if that happens to you, don't feel bad because it happens to everyone.
Yeah, it definitely happens to everybody.
I mean, I have transformed, and then literally 2 seconds, I've dodged and fell off the map.
Hmm. Oh,
God.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So mad.
It was
Oh,
Burby.
so mad.
It was one of the Burby maps.
Yep.
But anyways, I think is there anything else for combat?
Nah, I think that's about it. We
Alright.
really rambled on this
Yeah,
one.
sorry for rambling off, but it everything just kind of ties into combat at the end
Yeah.
of the day. So it's we gotta end it somehow. So
I mean, it is the core part of the game,
yeah,
so
it's
everything.
the core, uh, including the guild part. That I know we rambled off on the guild, but it plays a big factor in guild or in gameplay now.
The guild helps you, man. It's
Yep.
always nice to be able to get in guild chat or in a guild Discord or something and go, hey, man, I need a little help with this boss or
Yes.
something.
Definitely.
And even if you're leveling up, if you have somebody like me, Typhoon here, that can just jump on and solo the boss,
Hmm.
you can just die in a corner.
Yeah. But
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's pretty much for it for gameplay. Um,
RNG's next.
yeah, the next thing that we're going to be covering is RNG, which is a very big thing in Vindictus here.
Yes,
So,
some vulgar language will
yeah,
definitely be
you're
used.
gonna get some saltiness from us. Just about
Yeah,
everybody, actually, who plays the damn
yeah.
game. But yeah.
Oh, not everyone. Remember, not
Oh,
everyone.
okay. Again, not everyone. My bad.
Choose your
Not
words
everyone.
carefully.
Not everyone. There are some weird people out there who do enjoy it, but
Yeah,
not everyone. Also, I forgot to mention, if you saw the resolution change, that is because of the encoding. So we had to change the encoding for OBS. So it's
the
at,
struggles.
yeah, the struggles are real. So it's at
Okay, it's late
1280
at night.
by,
Cut us a break.
yeah, it's at 1280 by 720, so it's 720p, I guess. But honestly, it's a fucking podcast, so you're not even gonna be looking anyways.
Yeah,
But the next thing that we're gonna be going over in it's gameplay. Right off the bat, DK, tell us about the gameplay.
gameplay. I love the gameplay of this game.
Yep, I agree.
And even though this game is lacking in content, gameplay, I guess you could kind of argue content and gameplay is kind of the same thing. I think they're different. I mean,
Yes. As of now, we're gonna keep them separate.
yeah. But gameplay, this game, because of the lack of content, is definitely centered around combat.
Hmm.
The combat in this game is what made me start playing this game. The the combat's really fluid, I would say. It's very kind of smooth. Feels kind of like Dark Souls in a way. And it is skill based. It's not necessary. It is stat based, but I believe it's more skill based than stat based.
Hmm.
Just because if you're not using, even if you have 30k attack, you can still get out deeped by somebody with 22k attack. Because if you're not using that 30k attack to your full potential, and well, you don't have the skill to put out your full amount of DPS, or you end up dying a lot, that 22k attack person will out deep you.
Yep.
And that's just the way it is. I mean, it's you just gotta get good at the game through lots of practice and really practice.
Yeah. Practice and understanding your characters on how they work. Um, a question that I see a lot on Reddit and occasionally in the forums is games similar to Vindictus. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say Black Desert, Monster Hunter, and Fantasy Star Online. But the problem with Monster Hunter Online, specifically just I think it's Monster Hunter Online. Let me see here. Monster Hunter Online. It it's the MMO version basically. Yeah, Monster Hunter Online and PSO. The problem with those two games is that they're in Japan, I believe. So they're on the difficult side on getting. So honestly, your best bet is just Black Desert Online. Um, I guess the only thing I don't like about Black Desert is that the bosses themselves are very easy. They're not really hard at all. You can solo everything. I haven't tried the raid bosses for Black Desert Online, but honestly, it doesn't look fun at all. I've seen videos from Stepperoo on the raid bosses, and honestly, it just looks like a giant clusterfuck with a boss that does the same moves over and over again. But that's just my opinion. I'm not shitting on the game. No, I think Black Desert can be fun, but I still need to get the game.
Yeah.
I've only done the free trials, and I've only played the Japan version. But aside from that, Vindictus's comment is it's a gem on its own. Some people would disagree on that because they're so used to, I guess, the early stages of Vindictus. But
Yeah, and that's one thing that I do want to point out too. A lot of reviews on YouTube and stuff of this game, I don't see them get past like season 1, episode
yes,
4.
that definitely here's the thing with reviews on with like I don't want to shit on these companies or anything, but like MMO bombs and I forgot MMO stations. Is that what they're called? I fucking forgot what they're
I
called.
don't
It
know.
you know
I
the
don't watch
fucking
them, so
YouTube they never get past level 60 or season 1 or because Vindictus really shines after level 60, at least around level 60.
yeah.
Granted, it's very difficult, but that's where it shines the most, uh, or at least when it starts to shine. Um,
And
I
that's kind of where, like, I'll even admit, when I first started playing this game, it was because Typhoon here came to me one day and was like, dude, you gotta check out this game.
mhm.
You just, and then whenever I started playing with this game, at first I was kind of into it, but I wasn't, and it was kind of, I was teetering on the edge, and you were just like, just push through it,
Yup,
just keep going, just deal with it.
it's exactly what I
Next
said.
thing you know, I have 1,659 hours.
Yup, it's
And
it's difficult. I understand that it's very difficult and it's very boring in the beginning of the game, but you gotta push yourself through it if you want to experience the game fully, which is the end game content.
yes. The other thing that helps experience this game, which is what I see hard to find now, is a good guild too.
Mhm.
That
Definitely.
really helps, especially like last summer in our guild when everybody was kind of on and banding together and trading
Just
gear with each other and
just helping each other out and
Yep,
having fun. That was
exactly.
the whole point. I guess which we'll put guild in the gameplay because I feel like guild is a big thing now in
Yeah,
Vindictus. Uh, in fact, you know what? Let's talk about it now because we're on the topic of guilds. Um, if you're a new player, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually find a guild. So straight up,
an active one.
yeah, an active one, definitely. Straight up, find, uh, go on the forums, make a post, let people know that you're looking for a guild, or go on the megas, spam the megas, tell people that you're looking for a guild. Granted, there's always gonna be that one douchebag who's gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up. But honestly,
That's every game.
that's every game. um,
Honestly, you just gotta brush them off and
just
keep going.
just brush
I
them
I
off.
don't even let them bother you.
I
They're only there to do that.
Yeah, if you're looking for a guild, that's completely fine. At least you're not spamming the megas and saying that you're selling your body.
Yeah, yeah,
You will see that a lot in Vindictus.
yeah.
Occasionally. I shouldn't say a
Now,
lot, but occasionally.
now I don't want to like promote our guild or anything really, but like to give an example of what our guild was like
I
last
won't
year.
lie. Our guild was and still is a very fun and lovable guild. Granted, we aren't as active as we used to be, but occasionally
No,
the the three main
the
people, which is Silver, Aurelia, and
rain.
Rain. The three main people is what keeps us going here in the
Yeah,
guild. It's one of the big reasons why we still even play this game. It's because it's because of them. So honestly, from me and DK, big thank you to them, and big thank you to every single one of my guild members who have
yep.
joined my guild. You have my thanks.
And the guild has always been great, even like last year in the summer probably was a golden age for our
It
guild.
was definitely the golden age where
I
when we were
mean,
active, seven
we
eight people online.
yeah, and that's where you gotta find a good guild, a good active guild that's willing to help,
Mhm.
because not all guilds are like us. Actually, we're kind of
Yeah.
rare. Because I mean, whenever we were doing double expertise, or the double expertise event was out, and I needed materials to build stuff to level up my expertise, I could say in guild chat, anybody have some lighter crystals? And next thing you know, between Silver, Rain, Raylia, and three other people in the guild sent me a stack of like 600 of them. And I even offered to pay them, and they're like, I don't need them. So,
Yep.
and and then I did the same for them. They're like, hey man, you got any like claws, staff, or whatever's, or and I'd help them out and send any extras I have their way.
But yeah, um, I'm gonna be straight up like what TK said. We're not promoting our guild or anything, but if you want to join our guild, feel free. Uh, I'll leave a link to the Crescent Rose website, so you can read on the common questions that get asked a lot.
Yep.
Um, again, it's not as active as it used to be. I'm not gonna lie, it is not as active as it used to be. But uh, let us know. Let me or DK here know if you ever need help. We will get on and we will fucking
Oh
help
yeah.
you.
We
No
will
doubt
go
about
out
it.
of our way, and so would Rain and Silver, and probably anybody else in the guild
Feel
will
free to
help.
join our Discord. That is the best way to let us know, and
Yep.
we will get on in a fucking heartbeat because helping people is one of our personal goals here in Vindictus, and it's a very fun goal, and it's a goal that players
Keeps us going.
should look at. Yeah, and it does keep us going, but it's a goal that every player should try once in a while. It's a very fun
Yeah.
experience, and it's very rewarding, and it's probably the best experience in Vindictus or just any game in general.
And it's always fun.
It is always fun.
Me and Typhoon get some good laughs because we'll get a new dude to the guild or whatever, and he'll be like the one guy that we were talking to. He was like, "Man, I need some new black pearly rings or whatever because I'm getting close to level 80, but they're so expensive. They're like 40 mil." Well, I just walked straight up to him and went, "Dude, I got a set." First thing he said, like every other player on Vindi,
How
"Dude, I ain't
much?
got the money."
Oh yeah,
And how
I ain't got the
much?
money, or it's either I
And
don't got the money or it's how much.
yeah, and I go, "No, it's free." And he goes, "Wait, what?"
Mhm.
But it's fine because I give them free stuff, and later on down the road, I'll need something, and they're like the first one to come to me.
Yeah,
They're always willing to help in any way they can, which is always nice.
which is a good thing. Generosity in MMO games are kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, because everybody's
It's
greedy.
yeah, everybody's doing their own thing, which I understand. You have your own goals, you
Yeah,
have your own things to do,
and
but
even if you
there's
have something that we need, if you need it, keep it.
yeah, if you need it, keep it. We're not gonna fucking grab your
Take it from you.
yeah, we're not gonna grab it from you. We're not gonna know
Yeah,
you. If you really need it, just let us know and
yeah, just,
you need it. You need it, you need it. We're not gonna
yeah,
shit on you. We're not gonna shit talk you. We're not gonna fucking backstab you.
yeah,
That's not how Crescent Rose works in my, you know.
yeah.
That's not how we
If
work.
anything, if anything, if somebody's BSing you and just telling you to go and kill yourself and you're a piece of trash, that person will get kicked.
Yes. In my guild, we do not tolerate that
No,
shit. Every
I
single
mean
guild
we,
member is a family member to me.
yeah, we've had our fun moments, a little nitpicking on each other a little bit, but it's all in
Yeah,
fun.
we all understand it. We've played with each other for so long that we've understand each other. We've understand our jokes. We know each other. That's
Yeah,
how you know. That's how we work. That's how you get to know people. So yeah,
yeah,
gameplay and guilds. It 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 ties in together, I guess, and it's
a
something
lot.
that you really need to look into if you want to pick up Vindictus.
It's a goal,
It is definitely
really.
a goal. So please, don't be afraid to let people know that you're looking for a guild. Uh, and occasionally, I will say this, or occasionally, I'm gonna say this. There are guilds in Vindictus that will not help you.
Yeah,
I
not
don't.
gonna name any,
We're
but
not gonna name any. We're not gonna shit talk on any of them. It's
not gonna lie, I
their
have a couple in
rules.
mind.
It's their rules, all right. Every guild has their own rules. Every guild has different people, and it's different. So
Yeah,
if you start to realize that these guild members aren't helping you, they're not talking to you, they're not saying hi to you, at least you should look for another guild. Uh,
yeah,
in fact, I have a buddy on my list, on my friends list, who, who did the same thing and who went to like 4 or 5 guilds and finally stuck with one. I told him straight up too, like my guild isn't very active, so I'm not gonna hate on you if you leave. And honestly, if you leave, I'm completely fine with it. But
yeah. You're always welcome back
yeah,
as
you're
long as
always
you
welcome
left
back.
on, as long as you left on good terms
Yeah,
and you're not like cursing us out and
it's all on you, really.
yeah,
Um, but yeah,
it's
that's
whatever's. Because we had a dude in our guild that left because of a language barrier.
yes,
He didn't speak English that well, and he left our guild
which is
for
completely
what
fine.
was it, like Spanish speaking or
Yeah, he
something?
was I think he was Spanish speaking. Yeah,
Yeah, which is fine. We told him he's always welcome back. If he needs anything, he can always
he
shoot us a
knows. Yeah,
message.
and he knows who he is if he ends up watching this video.
Yeah, he knows.
And thank you for joining Crescent Rose, and thank you for helping out the guild members
Yeah,
and spending time with us. Uh,
Yeah.
and another thing about our guild, again, I'm not promoting our guild or anything, but it's just us. If you spend time with us, and if you spend, or if you help us and we help you, and if you make us
Give us some
laugh,
good memories.
yeah, if you give us good memories, automatically you already earned our respect. At least for
Yep.
me and DK. That's how we work, man. That's how Crescent Wars works, actually. If you if you help us, if and spend time with us, if you give us good laugh, just basically all in all good memories, have a blast, you've automatically earned our respect. That's how Crescent Wars works in my guild. Um,
And I'm sure there's other guilds out
oh
there
yeah,
that do
definitely. There's
work
there's
like that.
there's other guilds like that who work like that. It's just they're very hard to find in Vindictus
Yeah.
when the community is very low on its population. But
So
yeah,
if you get the game, you need to try to look for a guild like that.
I'm gonna say it now, and this is the final time I'm gonna be saying, if you need a guild, you're always welcome to Crescent Rose.
Yep.
Just shoot us a
And
message.
and we don't have strict rules either. Once again,
Yeah,
not trying to
we don't have strict
promote,
rules.
but some guilds have really strict rules,
Yes,
and I don't know why.
it, yes, and I already know one that has very strict rules, but
Yes.
yeah, that's it for guilds. Anything else for gameplay? Should we talk about
Uh,
characters
com a
or
little
just
more of the
combat?
combat
Combat, okay.
too, because we kind of got sidetracked with guilds,
Yes.
and
I
from
mean,
guilds we said, what'd you call it? Getting a guild and helping people was a goal.
yes.
I think that is a goal, but
It's more of a side goal, really.
yeah, it's a side goal.
It's a side
I
goal.
mean, it's a very good feeling goal, but me and Typhoon here both have a goal in this game, and
Mhm.
most of the people in our guild have a goal. Most of us, it's the same, and that
Yep.
is to solo like every boss in the game. And that's where the combat gameplay comes in play. You have to practice, get good, know your character inside and out to solo every single boss in the game.
Yep.
Also tying into guilds, you help people out, stuff like you I know I'm going back to guilds, but like people like Rain and stuff, you're trying to solo every boss and learn your character. If you're in a good guild, and say if you're a new character and you're playing a new Orisha, there's people, you should look for people in that guild that are high level and know that character.
Mhm.
Always ask them for tips and advice, and they can help you reach the goal that you want.
Yep. That's definitely a good way to start out. Is like what we said: join a guild and ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help in
Yeah.
a very difficult game like this,
Yep.
especially for newcomers. But pretty much just like what DK said. Well, pretty much he actually hit it on the spot. But
Gotta set a goal.
yeah, you gotta set a goal. It, having a goal in Vindictus, again, it ties in with the gameplay. If you don't have a goal in Vindictus, there's no point in even playing the game. There's no real point in the gameplay. there's no
Yeah.
point to anything. There's no point
There
to
is no
Vindictus.
gameplay at the
Yeah,
point.
there is no gameplay in the point. So in Vindictus, you gotta have set goals. Just like every other MMO game, you gotta have a goal and pursue it.
Even
Um,
if your goal is to just become rich in the game,
yeah, even if your
it,
goal is
it,
to, yeah, just like that.
it's a goal.
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
It's better to
And
have
it's
something
something
than
that you're
nothing.
gonna have to work for.
Yes.
our our goals are just to solo every boss in the game, really.
That's one
Which
of our goals. That's one of our goals.
which even if it's something like that that sounds impossible, it's still, as you work at it, it'll start seeming possible.
Mhm.
I thought I was getting there really fast, and then the main came out and kind of crushed my dreams.
Yeah.
And I realized I can't even get past the first part,
Yeah.
even with the party.
Yep.
So, but once again, it's just an obstacle you gotta work around.
Yeah.
It's called practice, practice, practice. and ask for help in the guild of somebody who can solo new main. If there is somebody in your guild that can solo new main. As far as I know, in our guild there's not, unless if Rain or Silver's been working their magic.
Oh, fuck,
Who
I'll
knows?
just fucking promote them to Guildmaster, fuck.
I know.
Anyways, going back to gameplay, I know we strived off pretty big, but gameplay on its own, it's fast and it's enjoyable. It's unique.
We really rambled on this one.
Yeah, I know we did, but it guilds
Guilds are a
and
big part, I feel.
guilds are a big part now. I guess back in the olden days, it wasn't really a big part because you had so many players to play with and just random people running around doing missions. But that died off
Yeah.
pretty fast, actually, pretty fast.
It's always
Um,
nice being part of like a. Even our guild too has a Discord server. It's always nice to be able to get on there and ask people, "Hey, what's up with the new updates and all
yep,
that?" And
yep.
9 times out of 10, you'll get a reply in that same day at least.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm on it every day, so
Yeah,
almost.
we are definitely on Discord, and we do check up on Discord. So once again, if
Yes.
you want to hit up our Discord, I'll put a link in the description. Feel free to
Even
join
if
us.
even if you're not really in the guild.
Yeah, even if you're not even in the guild, or if you don't even play Vindictus, feel free to join us. It's open to everybody. Um, I'm not gonna go into detail on Discord rules. You know the fucking rules, right? It's a no-brainer, all right? Um,
Just be respectful and
yeah,
don't
just
be a dick.
that's basically it. And don't fucking post porn websites or anything too.
Yeah, don't be a troll.
I
We
don't.
will ban you.
If you have like a fucking YouTube channel, if you have a Facebook or Twitter, feel free to put it up. We will definitely follow you, subscribe to you, or whatever. We don't mind that. If you want to promote your own stuff, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
We're willing to help out as much as we can.
Yep. Once again, kind of rambling off a little bit here.
Yes, I know.
Another thing about gameplay that I think is really cool is once again, along with combat, combat is just that's the core of this game is
That's the
combat.
core of the game. Yeah, combat.
Now, the bosses, each raid boss, every boss in this game is different, with an
Yes.
exception of a few. There are a few that have similar attack patterns, and it's whatever. Those aren't the main bosses in the end.
Yeah.
The main bosses that you're going to be fighting a lot, such as the raid bosses that you start fighting at level 60, are going to get pretty hard, and they're going to be attacking a lot faster, a lot harder, and honestly, when you're level 60, these raid bosses you will not be able to solo, unless
Mhm.
if you're Korean. I mean, them Koreans, man, they're good.
They're good. They're damn good. Now, okay.
Alright.
Well, we are back from a little break. Next thing that we're gonna be talking about is RNG. Yes, RNG, one of the big things in
Fuck,
Vindictus.
fuck RNG.
Yes,
Fuck
right off the bat,
RNG.
we're gonna say fuck RNG. But, uh, I guess we should go with enhancing. So, do you wanna?
Enhancing first?
Yeah, we'll do enhancing
Yeah,
first.
I got this.
Go ahead.
For some of you that might not know what RNG is basically luck. I mean, best way to explain it. It's very stupid.
Yes.
But enhancing annoys me, like, a lot.
It annoys everybody.
I like the system. Yeah, yeah. Well, not everybody. Don't say
Damn
that.
it! Not everybody. Majority of people, right?
Not everybody. Majority. Well, I like the idea of enhancing. I, I do like it. I like that it's high risk, high reward. Enhance, you enhance all the way up to plus 15. The highest enhancement level I have gotten is plus 10. No, plus 11. I have got a plus 11, but that broke on an Armageddon site. But that's besides the point. That's the highest I've ever gotten.
Uh-huh.
Fuck enhancing. Fuck enhancing. Because my +10 pure orange immoral spirited scythe that I can spend that I spent like hours of grinding for the essences, grinding for the what do you call those? The shards.
Yeah, shards.
Then all the money it takes to get it all the way up to +10, and the fact that it is a 3-star, and those scrolls that at that time, God knows with the economy now, but at that time were like 90 mil a piece. And I bought Spirited for 30 mil, and then Immoral was at the time was like 90 mil. So that's a lot of money. Well, I go to enhance. I enhance it. That couple of months grinding, cough cough. I didn't actually make the site that was actually silver, so thanks to him, I have that site. But besides the point, I don't want to take credit. But besides the point, you get all this together, and it takes months of grinding to get all this stuff, and it breaks, and it's gone forever.
Well, you can res it once. You have
Yeah,
the
one.
ability
Yeah,
to res it once with AP, but what he's trying to say is you you spend all that time making a weapon, whether you have help or not. You spend time making a weapon, and it breaks because of RNG. It breaks instantly right in your face. It leaves us as us players feeling like discouraged. I don't know if discouraged is the right word to use.
pressed.
Yeah, depressed. It makes us not want to play the game anymore because of what we did, basically. And
Now, I do want to point out too. I get it. It is part of the game.
yes,
I like
I
enhancing.
get it.
I like that high risk, high reward kind of deal. But my problem with RNG is there's some people that can just get on this game after like not playing the game for months and just instantly get a +15 like nothing.
Yep.
And then there's people like me and Typhoon here who have played the game for a really long time and have yet to even touch a +15, except that one event a long ass time ago.
Yeah, that one event where everybody got +15s for like a day.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was pretty awesome, but it
But I was too low level to
yeah.
appreciate the +15.
Yeah, yeah, you were.
uh,
Yeah, as you can
but yeah,
tell, RNG it's not really fun.
like I've enhanced a lot of weapons. I've broken a lot of weapons, and every time I break a weapon that's like +9, +10, there's a part of me that just wants me to quit the game
Uh-huh.
because I've seen it happen so much.
Yep.
And all that time and all that money spent on buying Armageddon sites and staffs or whatever, and getting the stones together and the elixirs, it's not fun.
Yep. Yep.
And then enchanting,
Chanting is basically the same fucking thing, honestly.
except with a scroll instead of
Yeah.
stones,
It's scrolls instead of stones.
with a
And it
small mini game.
yeah, with a small mini game. That's basically enchanting. It's fairly similar to enhancing, but we're not really gonna tell you how to play the mini game. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
really
straightforward.
yeah, it's really straightforward. But enhancing and enchanting are basically the same thing. RNG is involved. Uh, you will fail a lot.
And there will
And
always be that one person that has all of the RNG.
yep, and there will be that one person who has all the RNG. Um, that's basically it for the big two for RNG. We'll go to loot RNG, cause
I
loot. Everybody loves loot.
uh,
RNG for loot
loot.
is, I guess, it's it can be annoying. People have,
Everyone has their own loot
yeah,
too.
everybody has their own
It's not
loot.
like Borderlands.
Which people like having their own loot. Some people don't, but I like it. It's not really a bad or a good thing, really. I think it's good, just good. But like what we said, people have the RNG, people don't. It really depends. I mean, if you farm a boss constantly and you're not getting it, you're not getting it. Get a
Yeah.
break. And there's people out there who will get it. I mean, the percentages on drops are pretty small in this game. Uh, but that's basically it for loot. I mean, loot is loot. RNG is involved. There'll be times
Yeah.
where you'll get it, and there'll be times where you just don't get it at all, and it's very frustrating, um, especially
Now,
when you're
if you're
trying to
like
progress.
me, yeah, and if you're like me doing season 3 raids and you realize that you have never even touched an OJ essence that was dropped in a season 3 raid that for you, that is, not somebody else giving it to you. But I don't think I've ever gotten a pure OJ drop from an S3 raid.
Since
Like I've
release,
always either bought them or
like
had somebody
just
give them to
raids,
me.
right? Not the dungeon ones, just raids. Do you mean raids or just dungeons?
Oh, I mean both of them.
Both of them? Yeah, you got a couple
Yeah.
OJ shards.
Well, no, I'm talking raids, raids,
Okay, raids.
not dungeons. Yeah, my mind's
Cause
not with me right now. I
yeah,
kind of
the
zoned out
dungeons. Let's
there.
say you got a few shards from dungeons, but it's like what, like four or
Yeah, but
five total
yeah, but
only.
not many, but there's been a couple.
Actually, I wouldn't say 4 or 5. Maybe like 10 at most. But from dungeons, yeah,
Yeah, there was one.
he actually hasn't gotten a single OJ shard from raids from the raid
And it's
bosses.
not. And people tell me like, oh well, you gotta farm them more. You gotta get on and do them every day. Last summer for like an entire month, that's what I was doing. And I eventually just kind of gave up and just did them whenever I felt like it. And I still have never gotten a single one.
uh, yep, RNG is RNG. But
Stat
Trish,
RNG.
should we go into stat RNG? Well, stat RNG, it's very advanced. Even we don't even quite understand it fully. But I'll say this: the longer you play the game, the more you understand it. Uh, Balance is one of the most RNG'd factored when it comes to stats. So I'm just gonna give like a brief fucking example. Like if you have 90 balance, which is the highest that you can go, and if you have 100 or no, 90 balance is the highest that everybody can go. 100 is max. You can't get to 100 because I don't know, you can't get to it. It's locked.
You
You
can't
can
have 200%.
Yeah, you can only have 90 balance at most. So within 90 to 100, there's that little bar that goes left and right. I'm assuming this is how it works. So that little meter is going left and right between 90 and 100. It's always trying to go to the negative side, so it's which is 90. So if you have your a little attack icon, the attack icon, what the hell am I saying? The damage icon, whenever you hit an enemy, it pumps out a little damage number that comes out. So whenever you hit a boss, you hit a boss like 5k with one smash, and then the your next smash will end up being 10k, which is fucking weird, but that's basically balance. The balance is going back and forth between 90 and 100. That's if you have 90 balance. If you have 80 balance, then it's gonna be more towards the lesser side, but yeah, I get that's like the best way I can explain it for just balance. I don't know how crit works. I don't know how damage works, or yeah, the attack on enemies and shit. I don't know. I'll link a video too where you guys
Which
can watch the video.
stat RNG I don't think is too bad.
I don't think it's
If
a bad
anything, I
thing.
kind of like it in a way, because like me doing my arcane gate and even you with your resonance and all that, you'll have moments that you'll just be like, "Holy crap, that was 70k damage,"
Mhm.
and it's just like out of nowhere and it's random, and it's kind of fun in a
It's
way.
I find it satisfying. I don't hate stat RNG. I think it's a kind of a cool thing, even though a lot of MMO games do have that. But it's I guess Vindi is more the uniquer one.
Vindy's unique in its own couple
Yeah,
ways.
Vindi's unique in its own couple ways. That's enough for stat RNG. If you don't understand it, sorry. I'll link a video in the description box.
Don't feel bad, I don't understand it
Yeah,
either.
even we don't even understand. I only understand balance, but I also remembered YouTube took away annotations and shit, which is stupid.
They did?
Yeah, they took it out like early May, I think.
I didn't actually notice that. Thank God,
Yeah,
annotations kind of got annoying.
I
People who like
like them.
spammed them.
Yeah,
I liked them,
when
but
people
like,
spam them, that was fucking annoying. But if
yeah,
there are people that are responsible in using them.
yeah.
But
Or like the
anyways,
ones that are like down in like the bottom, like
oh
oh, can't
yeah,
click on next. Oh,
the bottom ones where you got the fucking little bar. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, oh.
Anyways, enough about annotations. We're not here to talk about annotations and how gay YouTube is. Gotcha
That's another
boxes.
video.
That's another video.
Oh, gotcha
Gotcha
boxes.
boxes. We fucking hate gotcha boxes. In short, we fucking hate them.
Now, first off, we need to clarify this thing like a lot of the other ones. We
Yes.
understand. From a business point, they need to make
Yes.
money, and this is how they make money most of the time.
Yes.
But there's a line.
hmm So basically, we're gonna be looking at both sides, at both player and business point. As a business point, yes, we understand that they need to make money, and this is probably like the like the how do I
Biggest money maker.
yeah, the biggest money making part is
Now,
actually gacha boxes.
don't get us wrong. We're not like Wall Street businessmen either.
Yeah,
So
we're not like fucking genius businessmen here, but yes, we do understand that they need to make money. And what are they like, $1 a piece with just yeah, $1 a piece, if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
some of them.
Yeah, some
There's
of
some
them.
of the other like special ones, like the Black Friday boxes or something like that. That was like $4 a piece or
Yeah,
something. But they had really good chances of getting
yeah,
outfitters and stuff. So
but yeah, if you don't know what gacha boxes, they're basically RNG boxes. In short, they're RNG boxes. Um, you might not take that off the screen.
what?
That line. What the fuck?
Dude, chill.
Jesus. Anyways, off topic here. It's a good thing I'm putting images on. But the gacha boxes, it's the moneymaker. Uh, if you don't know the percentages on the outfitters, they are 3%, which is really fucking puny. 3%. And once again, just
Yeah,
like
and
loot,
gets you to buy one.
yeah, just like loot, some people have the RNG, some people don't. I think for most people, they don't have the RNG, which
Now,
is us.
I swear, I've watched these people like when I wanted my Justicar set, and when you've always wanted your Succubus Queen set, you'd sit there and you watch the same person within 60 seconds, get 3 of them.
Yep.
Just all in a row, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
I have yet to get one, and I've opened like 40 of them.
Yeah, it's also
Well,
very
you have.
it's also very frustrating. So again, it's your money. Spend it as you will, but I I wouldn't
Personally, my
I wouldn't risk it.
advice is, yeah. Personally, my advice is you spend it, and if you don't get any much with the first 10 boxes, it's not worth it.
Yep.
And I, once again, you do understand that it's their way of making money. Games like Counter-Strike and many other games do this. But there does come a point when it's too rare. Because honestly, Nexon probably would have made more money off of me because, like, with the, I forget what they were, not the Lucky Ice Cube, not the point, it was a Gacha box, and I opened up a couple of them to get the Justicar set, and I literally didn't get anything out of those worth anything. Even stuff out of the Gacha boxes you can sell on market now, and even then, some things in there you just can't make money off of. People don't want them. People won't buy it. And they're worth like 20K or something like that. And I spend $10 and open up 10 of them, and I get nothing. And
It's
it's
frustrating.
saddening.
It's
And then
frustrating and saddening.
personally, me, just makes me go, I'm not buying anymore. Screw this.
Yep. But I think it's fine if you want to buy like a stack of 20 or is it it's a bundle of 10, right?
Bundle of 10,
So if you're dropping like $20, you get like 22 boxes if
I
you just buy
think,
the
yeah.
bundles.
I'm not
Around
entirely
20
sure.
boxes with $20. It's at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to buy them. But there's a point in time where you need to draw the line and don't put any more money because you try to you want more basically. You want to try it again and again
Yeah,
because this is RNG here, and that's how
it's
they get you.
gambling. It's an
Yeah,
addiction.
it's gambling. Everybody has an addiction to gambling, I guess. Don't quote me on that.
Well, when you're winning, everybody does, because you want to win more.
Yeah, I guess when you're winning, yes. I guess I can see that actually. When you're winning, you want more, but just try to restrain yourself from
Yes.
buying. But I guess that's it for RNG. That's basically it. RNG.
RNG.
It's either a very satisfying thing in the game or a very frustrating and depressing thing in the game. Um, it it it's really up on you on how you take it. Uh, yeah. So the next thing is cash up, cash up,
Yeah, cash up.
cash up. All right,
Oh, yeah. More
cash up.
money spent.
Yeah, more money stuff, guys. Cash up. Uh, cash up. Outfitters. We will talk about the outfitters. The normal outfitters are $20, and the limited editions are $27.90, basically 28 bucks.
Yeah, 28 bucks. I
Which is
mean,
a little pricey for just an outfitter that just barely gives you any extra stats. If you don't know the difference between the normal ones and the limited edition ones just give you a little bit of extra attack and balance, I think. I know it gives you extra balance for sure, I think. Or is it just attack? I'm,
I
I'm
think
fucking
it is
clueless right
balance and
now, but
attack.
it's both maybe. Nonetheless, it gives you extra buffs. And the normal ones don't. The normal ones are $20, which to me I think is fine. I think $20 is a reasonable price for an outfitter. Most people will probably disagree, and I understand it's $20 for something that's basically cosmetics, and I understand,
Nobody
but
likes spending $20.
yeah, nobody likes spending $20 on on a on cash shop stuff, but we do it
Just
anyways.
don't make a character get to level 20 and go, let's buy an outfit.
Yes, don't ever do
Personally,
that in this game.
yes. Personally, I'd say wait till like you're level 90 or something and you know you're gonna keep playing this game.
Yes, if you know for a fact that you're gonna be playing this game and add 200 plus hours, go ahead buy an outfitter. There's nothing wrong with buying an outfitter here and there, but just don't do it
Yeah,
in the early stages because you just wasted $20, and
yeah,
that
especially
20
if you want to make
bucks,
another character.
yeah, and that 20 bucks could have been spent on fucking food or something, or water.
Food.
Food.
Everybody needs
Yeah,
food
everybody needs food and water.
and water. Water's good.
You know how many? You know I could get with 20 bucks? Fucking 20 McCheese burgers. 20
McCheeseburgers.
McCheeseburgers, alright? Cheeseburgers
Yes,
from McDonald's.
cheeseburger.
I'm gonna start calling them McCheeseburgers. I don't know why they didn't do
McCheeseburgers.
that. But
Gross.
yeah, $20 for an outfitter, I don't think it's bad.
And personally, the outfitters,
They're
I
not
have
too
bought
bad.
a couple. I've bought a couple, and as personally for the amount of hours I have, like what 1,659 hours or
Yep,
something on it right now.
yep.
Personally, I'm not even gonna lie. I have games on Steam that I paid $60 for, and they don't even come anywhere close to how many hours I've put in that game.
Yep.
I mean, I love Vindi, but it's worth it to me.
Mhm. Um, outfitters. That's pretty much it for outfitters. I
Uh,
do you
if
think?
we're
Go ahead. Go ahead.
um, I don't know if we want to save this for character stuff, but since we are talking about outfitters, the inners go a lot into outfitters as well. Do
Yeah.
we want to talk about those?
We can do it here since it's basically a cash shop item.
Alright, I got this.
Go ahead.
So, the other day, I made a new character. Alright?
Delia.
Yeah, yeah, Delia.
Delia.
Delia. Yeah. Maria, it doesn't matter. And she's level 40 now, I believe. And, I was just kind of going, taking my time. Well, here's my problem with the inners in this game. Whenever you first start the game, if you don't know, you have this really ugly inner, and it's just a white. I don't know what to call it.
It's a white T-shirt with white shorts, but it's
Almost like
ugly.
skin tight basketball shorts.
Yeah, it's really ugly. It looks like it's made out of wool.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It is
Yeah,
disgusting. But you can buy that outfit again in a different color for $10.
$10. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to, but now here's the thing with these inners. Is as you progress throughout the game, some of the armors, I don't find the inners as big of a deal for the male characters, but the female characters,
That's a whole nother story.
yeah, the female characters you almost need an inner because some of the armor sets get a little skimpy and you see a little more skin. Well, I'll tell you what, it totally ruins it when I'm not trying to be a pervert or anything, but like even if you have like a little bit of your arm showing or something, totally ruins the outfit with that inner.
It just
It
looks weird.
does. It's so stupid.
I'll post a screenshot of my Risha wearing that shit too.
Yes.
I'll
Oh
show
my
you
god.
how weird it is.
It's terrible.
My Risha
And
fucking hates that inner.
I hate that inner too. But so you wear some of those armor sets and you go, oh my god, it just makes it look ugly. So you're like, I need a new inner. And that's what I was thinking with my Delia. Like, yeah, I need a new inner. So I go on their cash shop or avatar shop for cosmetics and stuff, and I go, okay, let's look at some of these inners. They're $10 a piece, which I have a major problem with.
Yep, they're $10 a
Is
piece.
inners, I feel, are a big, they're big in the game. It's one of those things you don't really need an outfitter, but I believe like an inner you do need.
Yes.
And they're $10 really for an inner, which some armors you'll get an inner and you won't even see your inner.
Hmm.
And you pay $10 for that. I don't agree with that.
Basically, it's you're paying $10 for an underwear or inner that you're not really gonna see much with outfits.
Yes.
I,
And
I
now,
well, I get.
uh, I, I want to say this real quick before we kind of go on to something else.
Go ahead.
I learned real fast when I very first, uh, what do you call it, outfitter with my Eevee, which, Killer, you probably remember that one, the purple one. I forget what the actual name of it is called, but um, I learned about it real quick because I bought that and I was like, and this what you got to be careful with when you buy outfitters. I bought this outfitter and I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's awesome. I put it on and then realized that I need Nina because I have that white whatever the thing
The
is,
white thingy.
and it's like it just looks so stupid.
It does look stupid and it sticks out and it makes your character look ugly actually.
Yeah, God,
I think they do need to reduce the price on inners.
yes,
Again, that's probably also one of the big money makers in this game is the inners. Inners and outfitters and gacha boxes are probably the big three.
yes.
And enchant
Pay
runes
to
and
look pretty.
runes. Yeah. Basically pay to look pretty. But for me, this is just my preference. I would rather to pay to look pretty than pay to buy the fucking enchant runes and enhancement runes that you basically use on your weapons and gear. And we will get to that. Actually, do you want to talk about that right now?
Ah, the enhancement runes
Yeah,
stuff.
enhancement runes and enchant runes. Since we're on the topic of cash up, I mean,
Yeah,
we might as well.
might as well cover it.
But basically,
So,
enchant runes is for enchanting your gear for Bryn, and enhancement runes are there to protect your weapons from breaking when you're enhancing with Fergus. Uh, Go ahead. I think you're about to say something.
oof.
I feel like
Oh, I kind of forgot what it was. I just got like lightheaded there. Sorry, I kind of like something's wrong with me there. I just got like really lightheaded. But the, the other thing too is some people might say, well, that's kind of pay to win. That's kind of pay to win. Well, what is it? I believe with enhancements, whenever you get to plus 10, runes don't work anymore unless you have like the special ones
Yes, you need the premium enhancement runes for plus 10,
to 11.
yeah, to 11, basically.
But even, but I don't think there is anything that works after that.
Nope. Actually, there's the retarded other rune that if you fail, it resets. It goes down 3 enhancement runes, which honestly, it's not worth it. You might as well just fucking break the weapon and res it.
Yeah, I'll break the weapon at that point.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's a stupid rune. Don't even bother with it. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. It's nothing special.
I
You're
mean, just think about it. You're plus 14 and you
yeah.
fail, and then you're plus 14
Ex-
is now plus 13,
it goes
11.
down 3. Yeah, it goes down 11. So exactly what DK said. It's not worth it. It's
Yeah.
stupid. It's a stupid rune. It should not
I'd rather
exist.
break it at plus 14 and then res it again at plus 14.
Yeah. Uh,
And then enchant runes are just about the same
yeah.
thing,
Enchant runes are
almost.
the same thing, but it's just with a different NPC. Then
Which, how much were those? Like $5?
uh, I think so. Yeah, $5-6 a piece, which
For the normal ones.
Yeah, for the normal ones. You can't buy any of
Not
the premium ones or the exquisite ones. You get those through events. But
which is cool.
yeah, which is good. But I we would recommend buying the enchant runes and enhancement runes. I
I've
don't.
never bought
I
one.
I've
I've
never
always
bought
got
one.
mine from
I've never
events.
bought one.
I've always got mine from events, which is cool, which we'll get to that later, because events do give you cash shop items, which is cool if you don't want to spend any money, like me.
Yep.
Probably everyone else.
But yeah, again, it's your money. I think it's fine if you buy one or two here and there, but if it fails, it fails.
Or
Don't
like
buy
if you
another
have a
one.
plus 14 and you're putting a leopard enchant scroll on it,
Yeah.
probably buy an enchant rune for that if you don't have one.
Yep.
That'd probably be a smart idea.
Yep. 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 And no, that was not a reference to my weapon. But boxes, boxes, just boxes like starter boxes and the armor boxes. Let's
Alright,
let's talk about the armor boxes because that one's
armor
easier.
boxes? That one is pretty
Yeah.
easy. Like, wait, you're talking about the starter kits
Yeah,
and stuff.
basically the starter kits.
Okay.
Not the ultimate starter pack, just the armor boxes.
Yeah, the one that gives you the armor and
Yeah, the
weapons.
level 60 stuff.
Alright, so I got this one. So, the starter kits. Personally, I like starter kits. I think they're pretty nice for newbie players, and if you're kind of trying to get a feel for the game, I've never bought one because I had Typhoon over here to kind of carry me, I guess. But you don't need a starter kit first off.
Yep.
Personally, I wouldn't recommend one. I would not recommend one because, I mean, the more you do by yourself without any help, it's kind of the better you get at the game.
Mhm.
But the starter kits, how much were they? Like, I think $2 for 2 days. You get a set of armor, and it's like what +3 level 60 armor, and like a +3 weapon,
Something like that. I
which
thought
is
they were both plus fives.
oh they might be +5s
They
because
they, they
3
both
is
might be plus
good,
five.
but
We can't fucking remember. We're not
yeah,
in game right now.
yeah.
But yeah. Basically, we wouldn't recommend them. The 7-day one, don't you get like an extra 25
You get
milk
20
pots?
yeah 25 milk pots, which is cool. And then the only problem and the only reason I would not recommend them is it does save you money for later on in the game, but
Yeah.
honestly, I don't start spending money for gear until I hit level 60.
Yep.
And you only have that armor set for 2 days or 7 days, however long you buy it. I think there is a 30-day version or something for an event or
I think
something like
that's
that.
just for events. But even then,
But
it's still not worth it because if
I
you're
mean, you spend like $5 on it, and
yeah.
within a week it's gone.
Mhm.
If I'm gonna spend money on something, it's gonna be something I keep.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a new player, it'll definitely help you. But once you decide to start a new character, you're gonna realize how easy the game is, especially in the early game content. So
Yeah.
you're basically wasting money. So from us, don't buy them. This is just what we recommend. But if you want to buy them, go ahead. We're not gonna bitch at you or anything.
Yeah, there's
It's
nothing wrong with
yeah. There's
buying it,
nothing wrong with buying something to help you out, but
but
you don't
if you
really
have
need
the
it.
money, you might as well go for it. But I'd rather save your money for outfitters and
Yeah,
stuff,
you might as well. You might as well just buy the
and
fucking milk
pets.
pots. But pets,
Pets. My
pets,
favorite.
pets. In short, pets. We love pets, but they're fucking useless.
Yes.
Except for the early game content. If your pet is maxed out and you decide to make a
Gremlins are
new
pretty useful.
character, they will help out a lot in early
Yeah.
game content. Probably from level 1 to 30 to 40 is
I mean, I've watched my pet polar bear kill a boss in season 1 for me because I just ran in circles around it while he attacked, and he ended up killing.
Yep.
But if you're where I'm at with my character, where Typhoon's at with his character, level 90, your pet's just gonna get wrecked.
Yep.
Because my polar bear's attack is only like 9k, and he's maxed out, and my attack is like 22k now, and yours is like 25k?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, they become useless.
They become very useless. I guess
Ex-
some of them do gives out buff, but even then they
They're
have like
pretty weak buffs.
they're pretty weak buffs. I think the wolves probably have the best buff by just giving you 30 crit, like straight up 30 crit. But
Yeah,
even then, it's like I think it's like a minute long only, and then
yeah,
by then your pet is probably dead within a minute, and you
yeah.
don't have time to go res your pet unless you're in a party and you really do want to go res your pet.
Yeah, which honestly isn't worth it because
Yeah.
you're just losing potential deeps. Now, the other one pet that I think is extremely useful in all, like, no matter where you are at all
Yep.
levels, is the gremlin.
Yep, hands down gremlin. If you want a pet, get a gremlin first. Gremlin is
Yes.
something that we recommend, even
Yep.
though they're like what, $10.
$10 for the
For the
war
war
gremlin, the one that
gremlin?
I
Okay.
have with the helmet. He's the most expensive, but the cheapest I think is like $7.
Okay. Basically
And
10
getting
bucks.
into how much they cost, I don't agree with how much they cost.
Yes, I
For
don't.
how useless they are,
They are on the pricey side.
yes.
Uh,
Like, they need to be chipped down, like,
yep.
a couple bucks.
Yep.
Especially
That's
the gnolls. The 20
yeah.
bucks for a gnoll, in my opinion, is ridiculous.
Yep. But if you want a pet, get the gremlin. They'll pick up items for you, which
It's
is
very
helpful,
useful.
especially when you're doing fucking bench and runs and you're throwing shit at the
Yep.
ores, and they can go pick
And
up
you're
stuff.
grinding. You're
Yep.
just grinding. You want to go and get it done as fast as you can.
Gremlins will help.
Yes, a lot.
Yep. Uh, emotes. Can't forget about emotes.
Oh, emotes.
Emotes.
Oh.
Emotes.
Now, before we get into this, I will say I bought the emotes. All of them.
You got the package.
Yep, I got the package when they first came out. It was $15 for all of them. Which, I won't even lie, I'm not disappointed in them. I'm pretty happy with all those emotes. But, I think they're pricey.
Yes,
A little too
they
pricey
are
for what
very
they are.
pricey.
I mean, $15.
For the whole pack.
Once again, not gonna lie, I paid $15. Yeah, for the whole pack, which is no longer available.
Yep.
At least at this time.
Yep.
I used them a lot at first, but after a couple weeks, I didn't use them anymore, really. Except every now and then to go, look, noobs, look what I got.
Yep.
Other than that, they're useless. I mean,
It's again, it's a cosmetic thing. I mean,
yeah, pay to look
there.
pretty.
The $15 one is pricey, but if you want to buy the pieces, just one emote, it is also pricey. It's $1.40. Honestly, they are not. They
Worth
cannot
it.
be $1.40. They need to change that. If it was
It's
a
like 90 cents a piece.
yeah, at least 90 cents or a dollar. Honestly, I fucking hate companies when they do $1.40 or $1.99 or $1.90 or $1.98. I mean $1.55, whatever. It's fucking annoying. Just use flat fucking numbers, please. But yeah, it's $1.40 for a piece, and it's not worth it. Honestly, you are better off just buying the full package if you want the emotes. Um, Also,
Yes.
one thing that we both hate about the emotes is that you can only have one emote. Or let's say that you bought the $15 one. You get
Which I did not know this at the time.
he did not know this at this time. So let's say that you buy the $15 version. you that those emotes are not shared across your characters in your
For
account.
example, I bought them all on my main, my Eevee, and I look at all of them. Cool, cool. Well, now I go to my other characters, such as my Kurok, my Silas, my brand new Delia I just made, and they're not there. And whenever I want to use them, they're like, "Hey, give us more money."
Yep, and that is a problem. That is a very stupid thing that they did. Obviously, they need to make money, but it's kind of like a dick move in my opinion. Or at least
Yeah,
the way that I see it, it's kind of a dick move.
they would be
Um,
a lot more worth it if they were account bound. Like,
yes,
not account bound, but just
character shared is what
uh,
we should character shared because
yes,
it's just for one character. That's basically it. It's just for one character and one character only. So if you want more emotes for another character in your account, you gotta buy the $15 package or just buy the single ones. But it's it's a dick move, really. It's a real dick
Now,
move.
when I did buy the $15 package at the time, it opened up and gave me each individual emote,
Yes.
which could be shared across, which could be mailed to different characters on your account. But whenever you click that use button, it would become bound to that character, and only that character would have that emote.
Yep. All right. Is that it for Cash Up?
I think so.
Anything else? Anything else before? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
I mean, could cover the things like Merc Pots, Goddess Graces, stuff like that.
I mean, people can just read the fucking description about those.
Yeah,
Those are very
and you
minor
get
things.
yeah, and I get most of mine through events,
Yeah,
so
you'll mostly get big. You'll probably get those by just buying them with AP, or
and leveling up.
yeah, and leveling up, or events. But I think that's it for Cash Up. The next thing that we are going to be talking about is events. Yay!
Yay!
Jesus
The thing that
Christ.
actually made me like this game.
Yeah. Anyways, next thing is events. Alright, so events. We are gonna start with the events that we fucking hate, which are the AFK events. So, if you don't know what AFK events are, is basically you just sit there in game and you just AFK. You sit
Yep,
there
just
and
like
you just sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there.
the
And
ones that I personally hate,
do you
the
think
fishing events.
like you think that'd be like, oh cool, I can just sit there and just don't do anything in game. Now I can go watch YouTube or go watch a movie with a friend, go jerk off or something, go eat. No, I mean, I guess in the first time or first few times of AFK
Every
events,
every now and a
yeah,
while,
every now and then
there.
it's fine to have an AFK event, but when you're constantly playing a game that has nothing but AFK events, you want something different. You want something to do during these
Like
events.
now, this is the newest event is like this is
It's
like a what
it's
fourth
our
AFK event? Well,
third AFK event, which is getting very aggravating now because I actually want to go out and farm for these rewards that they're giving out. Uh, I guess the only decent thing in this current event as of today is the one where you do your daily missions and you get tickets and you have the ability to buy one piece of an outfitter, um, which is kind of cool. And you can buy a whole set. You need 5 coupons to buy one piece, but a total you need 25 to buy a whole set of the coupons, so you can buy yourself a outfitter, which is cool, which is nice because the daily missions are easy to do. But aside from that, the AFK events that have been going on in Vindi right now have been stupid, and honestly, I don't want them anymore. They need to go.
yeah. Now, like the events. When we started
Yep.
playing, oh, the good
Yep.
days,
The good days.
the ones where you would like go out, you kill a raid boss, and it gives you a ticket. And then after you get like, I don't know, 50 some tickets or something, you could redeem it for cosmetic item or like merc pots, or some of the ones was you'd kill a boss and it would give you a box, and you open up the box and it'll give you anything from merc pots to
Chant.
empowered enhancement
Yeah.
stones to
Just whatever.
whatever.
It'll give you a list. That was probably one of my favorite events. Is just you go kill bosses and you get a box and RNG is being played. Granted, I know it's RNG, even though we did bitch about RNG earlier, but it was an RNG that you could farm over and over again because
Yeah,
you're not paying any money, which is fine by me. Um,
that's the thing that I loved about them, of especially that event, was that I could just open up a box. If I didn't get something good, I didn't have to, whip out the credit card or the
yep.
Steam card or whatever. I could just go kill another boss and
Oh,
try again.
was that event called the Golden Knoll event with the letters and shit?
I think
I
so,
think it
yeah.
was. I think it was the Golden Knoll event where they had the boxes and the letters in the boxes, and you just go out,
Yeah,
kill a
because I got
boss.
one of the letters.
Yeah, you go out and kill the boss, and the boss will drop you a box. And every day, people would farm Nightmare at the Ruins because you get two boxes from the two bosses that you fight there. And I remember we farmed the shit out of that, dude.
I remember 100 boxes back to back,
Yep.
and took us
So
like 5 minutes to open all of them.
yeah, lately, as of now, in Vindictus, as of today, the events aren't that great. They're just AFK events. What I would like to see for events is players actually doing stuff, not just sit there and
Uh,
AFK.
the other one that I kind of liked too was I forget what it was. It was the server event,
Oh, the server,
where
yeah.
like the
Where you
entire server had to kill glass this many times, and
and
once you reached the server goal, you'd get a box, which would give you some really good stuff.
though that was a good event. I like that event because it forces. I shouldn't say forces it, but I'm gonna use the word force. It forced us to fight this boss and get rewarded this many times. Granted, it did
Yeah,
take a while since Vindy's population is kind of low, but
low.
you'll eventually reach it, and it's well worth. But is that it for events?
Uh, well, once again, if they are giving out cash shop items and stuff, that takes away from their profit. So you
Yeah.
understand if they can't always be giving out those good events. But like last time, it was like there'd be a really good event, and then there'd be like an AFK event, a not so good event. It'd still give you something decent, but it wasn't super good.
Mhm.
And your chances of getting a cash shop item were kind of low, which is fine, because even before, like, what I quickly realized is when they did like three really good events back to back, it got really tiring,
Yep.
because like you grind for one event a lot, and then the next one came out, and then you were almost like tired. You like needed a break. You needed to go
Yeah.
play other games.
Yeah.
Grinded so much.
I think
So
I feel like they need to bring it
I
back in
think
an actual good event, and then have an AFK event, and then a good event, and then an AFK event. Just have that process.
it doesn't really have to be an AFK event either. Even just
Yeah.
like just kind of do whatever. You kill a boss and you get a slightly worse item than last than the last
Yeah.
event.
But they, as of now, they need to change the events. They need to think of something better.
Yes.
Is that it
Cough
for
cough Easter
events?
egg hunt.
Yes, Easter egg hunt. We'll get to that. Um, is that it for
Easter egg.
events? I mean, we
I
kind of
think
kept it
so,
pretty
yeah.
short, which is good.
Well, I mean, I think there are other events too, like the straight to
Um,
+8 enhancement events and stuff like that.
yeah, which
So
is
they're
all
not all
nice. which is
Yeah.
nice, but
So they're not all just
like
here's a bunch of
yeah.
items. And even now, what is the one now with you play as Sierra, whatever her
Yeah,
name is, to
you
kill
play as Sierra
gremlins
and
or something like that?
the Gremlin one. I don't know what the hell the Gremlin one is. I don't know what the hell. But the Sierra one is
Oh,
it's. I actually recommend that you do it if you guys haven't done it yet. You probably should because it's part of I think it's part of S3's story or S2. It's basically her part.
S3 story.
Okay, S3. It's
And
basically
that's
part
what
of
it gives
S3.
you. Yep, and whenever you do that, it gives you gremlin essences, which is like a ticket that you can redeem for enchant runes and enhancement runes and different shards and all
Okay.
that and cosmetic items.
Okay.
So
But
that's pretty cool.
if it's I'll go with this. If it's an event that involves the story, you should do it because I think Vindictus'
Yeah,
stories is the storyline is
pretty good.
overall good. Overall good. Um, Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for events. We're not gonna cover every single event in Vindictus history, but we're just gonna
Oh God.
give the most recent events here because that would be fucking forever. And I don't have a list of events from 6 7 years ago. I didn't even own a PC then. Anyways, the next
I
thing
know, right?
is community. You guys, us,
Ooh.
everybody.
Oh, the economy.
Yes. So we'll see you guys in a few seconds. All right. Event or not events? Fucking community. Yay! All right. So DK, tell me what you think about the Vindictus community.
Alright, so community. Small.
Yep. Which I don't mind. I actually don't mind a small
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, because the thing about small communities is it, all the people who really like the game are there.
Mhm.
So it's kind of
And everybody knows each other too. Everybody
yeah,
knows each
yeah.
other.
Like
It's like one big family.
yeah, like there's people I'll join a boat and be like, "Hey, no, long time no see" or whatever. And you'll see people multiple times,
Yep.
and it's kind of cool. I like that.
You'll see.
That and uh developers. It's easier to talk to developers. It's easier to get to them. It's
Yes.
wow. I don't want to be too hasty to say that,
Yeah,
but
but yeah, I
Mindy,
know,
but
but
that's a
we'll get to
subject.
the GM part. Don't worry, but it should be easier to reach a GM or just anybody from a company when you have a small community. You think, but and it should, but we'll get to that. But community, do you think they're positive? Bunch of
I think it's
trolls.
pretty.
I think it's kind of a
Oh, don't get me
mixed
wrong. There's
bag, but
yeah,
there's some good people. There's some trolls, and there's some shitheads.
but you'll get that with every game.
Yeah, you'll get that in every
That's
game. It's just how communities are. There's a bunch of people and a variety of personalities and just people being people. But I think Vinny as a whole, it's not too bad. I think people are gonna disagree, and they probably are. And I've already seen comments off of comments off of YouTube videos of people saying that Vindictus has a shitty community. I don't think it does.
no.
I think it's a lot better than what you think it is. I guess back in well, we've only been playing this game for I've been only playing this game for about a little over 2 years now. DK's a little over. Oops, I just hit my mic. DK's a little over. I don't
I'm
know,
about a year and a
a year and
half.
a half now. Okay, year and a half. So I guess back in the early days, it could have been a shitty community. I don't know. We weren't there. Uh, if it was, it was. Now it's not too bad because it's a smaller community. Everybody knows each other. Everybody helps each other out on the forums. In game, it's a little different in game. That also
Yeah,
goes back to the whole guild thingy, which is what we talked about earlier in the video.
we
Uh,
talked about that.
yes, so we're not gonna talk about it again. But
Yes.
it's On the forums, it's not too bad. It really isn't.
Well, even you can get into the mega chat and server chat and ask questions. And granted, you'll get those couple guys that'll be like, "Hey, you imbecile."
Yeah.
If that's
It,
I can't even
it,
say imbecile
but
anymore, but
someone will tell you, will give you the correct answer or serious
yes,
answer. You know what's the current event? Oh, it's this one. I
yeah,
mean,
there'll 9 times out of 10 be somebody
yeah,
there.
somebody's gonna give you a straight up serious answer. I mean,
Just gotta shrug off those
yeah, you
trolls.
gotta shrug off the assholes, man. There's always gonna be trolls and assholes out there. Just shrug it off, man. Um, other than that, I don't think the community is that bad. It's above average. Above average, I think.
Yes, it's better than a Call of Duty
Yes, it's
and a Counter
definitely
Strike.
it's definitely better than Call of Duty. Nothing but like 12-year-olds playing the game now. But anyways, not a Call of
Yeah.
Duty rant
Uh,
here. Should
Now
we
wait, is this the one with economy?
I think isn't no economy was is with player base. We're gonna do that with player base.
Okay, I and I was ready.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
was
knew you
ready.
were. Even though economy does tie in with community, but we're gonna leave community a little bit short.
Community and player base kind of is the same thing too, but there's
Should we
subtle differences.
keep them separate, or do you just want to put them in this segment?
I mean, this was a pretty short segment, so I mean,
You know what? We'll fucking put in event or not events, economy and player base in this one because now that I think of it, they're almost basically the same thing.
yeah.
So Twitch. Should we talk about Twitch first?
Twitch.
Yeah.
You watch more Twitch than I do,
Okay,
so
just barely though. Twitch streaming. The only two Twitch streamers currently uh that show off the updates in Vindictus and stuff, the new content, is GM Sego and GM Aegis. I personally I like them. I'm glad that they do streams. I'm glad that they show off the new content. Uh, Granted, again, there's always those shitheads who are gonna shit on them, but I personally I enjoy them.
cough cough, they're
Um,
kind of bad at the game.
yeah, they are kind of bad. Sorry, Gio. Sorry. Don't ban us. We
We
did give
love
our
you.
we did give our IGNs in the beginning of the video. Guys are a bit cringy to watch, all right? But
uh,
we still enjoy you guys as a person and as a GM. You guys do your job good.
they have fun, so that's all that
They have
matters.
fun, right? They have fun. That's all that matters to them. And yes, you do see them laughing. You do see them having a good time. They do giveaways and they answer questions, which is a positive
Which
thing. These is good
I do want
things.
to point out. That GM Sego and them probably have lives, unlike
Yes,
some of us that just 24
they
7 50.
you gotta remember people in Nexon or just in everybody has lives, right?
They have
Not everybody's
jobs.
gonna fucking stream. Um, I do know back in the olden days,
They have a job.
yes, they have a job. I do know back in the olden days of Vindictus, the I believe GMs were on playing with players. I know Zoltar was one of them. Uh, I think there's a YouTube video of him just PvPing with other players, just him having fun with other players, him playing a game that he that he loves, and just him being him. All right. Do, I'm gonna say this: we need more of that. We need more of the GMs in game, not just putting down soaps. All right. We need GMs playing with players. We want to see, or at least I want to see GMs play with players, GMs having fun in their game, right? GMs, if you guys are watching this, have some fun a little. Play the fucking game with players.
And honestly, this goes with all games too.
Yeah, technically all games.
GMs, developers, I think, need to play their own game because there's some
Yes.
things that it takes a developer to notice is a flaw in the game.
Yes.
Like, there's everybody's had those moments in games that you're like, I don't know if this is a glitch, if this is just something that's in here. It takes a developer look at things,
Mhm. And,
and the
and
forums aren't going to tell you
yeah,
everything either.
yeah, definitely. Gotta go to the source. And again, I know
Yeah,
you everybody has a life, but there's nothing wrong with just getting on a game and having fun. Just let yourself be known. Just have fun with the community and have fun with everybody else who's playing the same game as you are. Uh, that's
yes.
I mean that's the whole point of playing a video game is to have fun. Uh, I guess some people would say otherwise, like to get away from the world, which I can see that, but that's not the
Yeah,
point
that's
here.
kind of why I play video games.
It's to have fun. GMs again, play your game, right? Have fun. Don't just sit there on a desk, type away your lives. Have fun, all right? Um,
Personally,
it's,
I would love to be a game developer, and if I was a game developer and I had a game, but I'd always be on my game, especially if it was an MMO.
yeah, but aside from the twitching stuff, customer service is the next thing. Um, I from me, I don't know about you, DK, but I don't think you have anything. I don't think you ask a GM for anything, but I haven't asked the GM for
Nah,
anything. DK hasn't asked the GM for anything, but from what I've read from Reddit, it seems like they take a very long time to respond, um, which
yeah,
which isn't a good thing. Uh, it's actually a bad thing if you weren't paying attention. It's a bad thing. I get it if they're like a day or two behind, but if you're a week, a month behind, there's something going on. You're doing something
yeah,
wrong here. If especially if it's a bug in the game or you spot a hacker or whatever. Uh, a GM or someone from a company should respond as fast as they can. Especially since Vindictus is such a small community, there really isn't a reason for you to be 7 days or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks behind an email. Vindictus is a small community. You shouldn't be lacking. So, Jams, again, if you're still watching, step up your game. This is your game here. You want to make it the best game that you can, I guess, is the way I'm gonna say it. But
yeah.
it's your game. Respond to your players because your players are important, and without the players, there would be no game, basically. Uh,
You wouldn't be
yep.
getting a paycheck.
And yeah, you wouldn't be getting a paycheck. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, stick it to the man.
that's basically it for customer service. I we me and DK here, we don't have much experience with it, but I can only go off of Reddit and what I've seen. So
Yeah, and what I've seen, it's not as easy as just going up to GM going, "Hey, man,
yeah,
it,
I,
it
isn't there like a ticket or something involved? You got to send a ticket to a GM, and then I don't know
yeah,
how things work. All right, we haven't done it yet. So apologies if we're lacking the knowledge here because we honestly we haven't really run into any problems with the game besides RNG.
which is kind of good.
But yes. So I guess the next
Fuck
thing,
RNG.
yeah, fuck RNG. Anyways, economy, player base. Uh
Oh boy, here we go.
Player base in Vindictus. It's on the low side. Vindictus is slowly dying. I just burped. Sorry. It is slowly dying, but at the at the same time it grows. It's fucking weird.
It is kind of
It's
weird.
weird, dude. There'll be times where there's very little people on, and there's times where Vindictus is on. At the same time, you gotta be logged in at certain periods of the day if you want to do raids. But even now, as of today, it's fucking hard to find a raid, man. It's hard to get into a raid because most people are in a guild. Their raids are set private, so you can't join them publicly. But this is why it goes back to the guild thing. Join a guild and just do it, man. Just do raids, have fun. But it's hard because the player base is so low. But at times it's there. It's weird, all right. It it
It is
it
kind of weird.
I don't even know how to explain it. It shines and it doesn't. All right, it shines and it doesn't. That's basically it for player base. Economy, yay, economy,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the one that we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, should we say it at the same time?
Dibs,
Wait,
dibs, dibs.
you know what? You fucking say it. You have the honors of saying it because you said it first.
The Great Depression of Vindi.
Yay! Great Depression of Vindi. Yes, as of
Alright,
today,
so
Vindictus is in the Great Depression. No, we are not joking. It the fucking.
it's
I will
bad.
post a screenshot. Everything in the and on the market is fucking cheap and it's hard to make money. Anyways, go ahead, DK.
Okay, so I'm actually in the game now. So
Okay.
as I'm talking, I am looking at the prices
Okay, so I don't have to post a
in
screenshot.
the market. Yes. Well, you might still want to post screenshots to prove that I'm not lying, but market won't be the
Alright.
same yet. But the point still goes.
Yes.
Okay, so back in the kind of golden age, well, for me at that point, golden age, and probably for a lot of people, a kind of golden age. And I remember people in the guild doing it. And the main thing that I think is the perfect example too is the Paradise Enhancement Stones.
Yep.
That's the big one. Now, I remember when you and Rain and all them were grinding for them, and how much were you guys on them for? Like almost 400k a piece?
Yeah, they're 400 for around 400, 500k a piece.
And now they're 130k.
Yep.
So prices have really fell, and that's not just for the enhancement stones either. That's for everything.
Yep.
Like
Everything in game
everything
has
from
dropped.
armor, weapons. I last summer I got my goldsmithing expertise up, so I could create black pearl earrings, and I made those things and sold them for 40 mil a piece, and I was making really good money off of those, making 3 stars and stuff. I can't sell them over 9 mil now,
Yep.
and it takes 15 mil worth of materials to build them. So one thing that kind of goes with the crash, I guess, is the events.
Yep. I
I
think
really have to watch their
I
events.
think the events is what caused the Great Depression in Vindictus.
Personally, me, it all started with the kind of, what was it, like between November and December, the level up event where it would give you armors and stuff as you leveled up.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
That
get
one
yeah.
was bad.
Yep.
And I think that was the time that a lot of people lost a lot of their money, is because, like, so a lot of people, especially me, kind of make money off of the leveling up people, the
Yeah.
leveling up characters, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I think that's perfectly fine. But because I make armors, they buy it for, I don't know, whatever, however much amount they're willing to pay, and that's fine. Well, with this level up event that gave them free armor, free weapons, and free accessories and earrings and all that, it kind of made all those prices drop, like, exponentially.
Yep.
Like, level 60 sets that, like, the exclusive ones that people were selling for, like, 6 mil for a chest piece were, like, 200k. So that means if you bought one for 6 mil and you're trying to resell it, it's 200k. Do the math. That's a lot of money lost.
Yep. Especially if
The other one.
if you're new to the game, it's gonna be hard making money, alright?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be very difficult. But anyways, continue.
And the other one that really killed the economy is the seal shop with the shards.
Yep.
That one killed the economy. One of my biggest money makers, and well, even though I really haven't got that many shards, but when I did, they made me a lot of money. And even essences being sold for like 100 mil a piece. Well, then you can buy those shards with seals of bravery, which makes them so they're not that hard to get anymore, I should say.
Yep.
Well, all that did to the market was make all of these prices drop. And now all these shards that I have gotten are worth literally nothing. Like the one shard that Typhoon, you probably remember, that I got when I was like level 80 doing a bench hand run with you that I sold for like 100
Yeah,
mil.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I got stupid lucky with that one.
Yep.
And that bought me my 80 gear and my 90 gear too. And
Basically, if he gotten that same shard today, it's worthless now.
yeah,
It's fucking
probably like
worthless. It's probably like what, a
8
mil
mil.
at most.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, probably even
yeah, it's dude, it's fucking OJ shards are cheap. I just saw one yesterday, 2 mil for a solid.
Yeah,
Dude.
well, like the seal shop, the solid, that was the one that I got, I
Yeah,
believe.
it was solid.
The seal shop, I can even check right now. So for a solid shard, that's 50 seals of bravery. You can get 20 a day.
Mhm.
I mean, that
So about
3 days and boom, you're good.
Yeah.
You got it. So that's nothing in my opinion.
I know I don't know if we mentioned this, but they need to have the seal shop as an event.
Yes.
So the market doesn't fuck up like how it is now. But I highly doubt they'll
Yeah.
take it out and let the market go back
Now,
up.
I do want to shoot out some ideas too of how they can fix it.
We
And there's a lot of ways.
let's save the ideas at the end. Let's save the ideas for the
At
end.
the end.
Yeah, at the end where we're
Okay.
wrapping up things.
Okay.
But other
Well,
than that, is there anything else?
I don't think there really is anything else
Just
except that we're in the Great Depression.
yeah, Vindictus is in the Great Depression. Everything's cheap, but it's hard to make money. So it's weird, man.
Yeah, everything's crashed. I can't even. Well, that's another perfect example. Your succubus queen set that you got.
Yep.
You remember those things were 800 mil.
Dude, they're 800 to like 2 bill. That's
Yeah, they're
how
like what 200
expensive.
mil?
Yeah, they're about 200 mil now, around 150 to 200 mil. But back in the
That's good.
days, I set and Succubus Queen set were about 800 to 2 bill. 800
Yeah,
mil to 2 bill.
190 mil.
And now they've
100
reduced to
is
100. Is it 190 mil?
yep, 190 mil.
190 mil is the current lowest one. So yes, around 180 to 200 mil is
And
their current price.
it's not like everybody's like lost interest or any of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just that's how much the economy has crashed.
yes. That's a very good example to show you guys how the economy has fucked itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't lie. If I had like a chart that shows stats of the money in the economy, that'd be fucking hilarious to look at. But goddamn, it's hard to make money, right, people? It's hard.
It is.
The only thing that still
Like
sells at
I
a good
remember
rate is
when
go ahead.
I remember I can't even think of a good way to make money right now because shards are useless, so you can't even really grind bench or any of that.
It's Paradise Stones, man. Paradise Stones and enchantment runes. Or enchantment runes. Wow. Enchant scrolls. I was about to say, the only best way to make money is by selling paradise stones
But
and tent.
even then, those have crashed so much.
But you still make money though, because
Yeah, you still make money, but
I
like
guess it's enough to
Immortal's like
get by.
15 mil. Like Immortal's like 15 mil now.
Yeah.
I remember selling one of those for 90 mil.
Yep. And I sold my decorative enchant scroll for 90 mil.
Yeah. Now if you put it up in Mega and went 90 mil, somebody would send you a message going, "Dude, are you stupid? That is not worth 90 mil."
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. But
Yeah,
is that it for economy and player base and stuff?
I think so. If we're wrapping it up,
All
I have
right.
some ideas of how they can fix it.
So economy is character stuff.
Ooh, character
Yep.
stuff, my
So
favorite.
we're gonna take a break, and we'll see you in the character stuff. All right. Character stuff. Do you wanna explain to people
The
what the character stuff is?
character stuff, that's a pretty broad thing. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure. You should explain.
All right. Wow.
Throw it back to you.
Jeez. All right. In short, character stuff. We're just gonna be talking about um weapons,
Armors.
armors, um on characters, I guess, and briefly skim over the armor infusion runes and premium armor infusion runes, I guess. But I guess one of the great things about Vindictus is the armors. I think is it like what five armor slots? Head,
I can count.
chest.
One,
Yeah,
two,
go ahead.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, five pieces. So you can mix and match on armor sets if you
And
want.
same with outfitters.
Yeah, and
So,
same with
we have 5.
outfitters. And the nice thing about outfit is that you can hide them, and you still get the stats if you want to hide them. That is, but weapons. There's a lot of weapons in the game. Some of them are pretty damn cool to look at. Some of them not so much. I personally,
Yeah,
I think Delia has the best weapons, just cause they look badass in my opinion.
but in my opinion, I think every character has some really
Yes,
cool looking
every
weapons.
character has their own best looking weapons.
Yeah,
But overall, I think Delhi has the best.
yeah.
um, and again, every character at level 60 has their own unique armor set. And in 50, I think like 50 to 40 or 40
Uh,
to 50, somewhere around there.
I think 50 to 60
Or
is
is it
the
okay?
exclusive armor
Yeah,
sets.
50 to 60 is where the exclusive armor sets are. Um, they're not really hard to get because the Great Depression in Vindi is
They're all
still
cheap.
still a thing now, and it's cheap. You can infusion armors together with the armor infusion, which basically has the stats of another with the look of another armor, which is cool. But you can buy them off the market. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you. Uh, you'll be mostly getting those from events. Um, is that it for weapons? Oh, also there's also weapon infusion as well. Works the same way
Yep,
as the armor infusion. Um, is that it for characters?
I think so.
Character stuff. You know what? Just like a little idea, or not idea, just like a little general rule for leveling up, because this kind of ties in with uh characters, is the leveling process. Uh, level leveling up to 1 to 90. It's a pretty long process, but You can get it done within a week with just a shit ton of
As proven by one person here.
as proven by me, me. You can get it
I'm
through.
not that try hard.
You can get from 1 to 90 within a week with a shit ton of buffs. Even with just VIP. If you have VIP, you technically still can get up from 1 to 90. It's just you gotta work your ass off, and I wouldn't
Yeah,
recommend doing that.
I
Um,
think I could do it. My biggest downfall though is I hit level 80 and go, and I'm
yep.
done.
That's yeah, I see that a lot actually. But yeah, I guess the leveling up process for Vindictus is level 1 to 60 should take you about a day. Which
Uh,
do they still have
I think, well,
the the AXP shit, the extra EXP?
no.
No.
I know I still have things on my main that I can trade over to other accounts
Okay.
that give me like a 50% XP boost and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
But I think you have to be like better in player to have those like from past
okay.
events.
Okay. Well, if you're a new player, it's definitely gonna take you a long time to get from 1 to 60. But if you're if you are an experienced player, it should only take you about a day from 1 to 60. But again, this video is mainly meant for new new players or returning players. But yeah, and then 60
Uh,
to 70 should take you, I don't
Personally,
know.
my like path is like, and this is me doing it, not going try hard. I think I could hit 1 to 60 within a day.
Mhm.
I don't think that's too hard, but that's like me going hard. But like with my Delia, just kind of relaxing, taking my time, I get to about 1 to 30 in a day, and then I could probably get 30 to 50, and then 60 to 70, and then like 70 to 80,
Yes.
and that's when the real grind starts.
If you are a newcomer to the game, take your time. Don't rush to 60.
Yep.
Uh, Even though like like what we said earlier, it's boring in the beginning of the game, but get through it. Learn your character, learn how to play the game, understand the game's mechanics, and you'll eventually get there. The whole purpose from 1 to 60 is for you to practice up, understand the game, get the feel of the game, understand your character, etc. That's basically it. Is that it for character stuff? I think that's pretty much it for character stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for character stuff,
Well,
besides other character stuff.
I mean that's like the biggest thing that we can think of. Um, so the next thing is not player base. It is actually server. Since we're only 7 minutes in, we'll just keep this in the same video. So server. What do
Okay,
you
so I know quite a bit about the servers.
go ahead?
Um, so once again, I'm not gonna go to college for servers and server architect and all that, but this is my outlook on things and logically how I think they would work. And I get that it is a little more complicated if you're swapping character and accounts over from server to server.
Yep.
I do understand that can get a little complicated. But for quite a long time, they've been uh, talking about the server merge for US East and US West to come together as one server, which I don't have a problem with. Some
I
people,
I don't either, but yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Um, Sorry, I kind of got a little sidetracked there in my mind, but I don't think there's a big problem with it. Um, but the thing is with that is I think it would actually become better. The community would be a little better because you'd have people on US West kind of come over to US East, so that'd like increase the player base a little.
Mhm.
And so there'd be more people, easier to find raids,
Yeah.
and like before, it would probably stimulate. Okay, either two things would happen with the economy: either the West economy would take over and be decent, well, the East economy would take over and everything would just be trash. My bets are on East economy would probably take over since everybody's gonna buy the cheap
Yeah,
stuff. But
probably, yeah.
yeah. But um, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm having like
You know,
dumb moments.
you better not be fiddling around in Vindictus, dude.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Okay,
actually running circles around Poland.
maybe you should let your fingers rest a little.
Okay. 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 So server.
Yes.
Okay. So two servers matched. Here's what I think would become of it. I think that if the two servers merged, the player base would increase. That's
Yes.
just common sense. And they would also, I believe, save a lot more money on servers because running two sets of servers, maintaining two sets of servers, I mean, that's more money.
Yep.
Well, if you just have one server that is just bigger, or you have one server that's being maintained and ran, costs less money, and the money that you save can be pushed into making the server better, since there's different tiers of servers, and some servers, the more expensive the server, the better it is, better latency it has, and ping and blah blah whatever, which can contradict the argument of, well, if somebody is hosting raids on West, people on East are going to have bad connection. Well, if they have better servers, such as AAA games, kind of like Battlefields and Call of Duties, people play with people from Europe, and there's no lag. Well, they wouldn't necessarily need servers of that scale, but a server strong enough to support players from one side of from the US to the other side of the US would be a big help.
Yes.
And I think that would help all around, even with lag now just on East. So that's my view on servers. But personally, I think their servers are good. I mean, as of right
Yeah.
now,
There
they're
there
not
are
the best, but
yeah, there are times where servers are actually really fucking slow and it's really aggravating. But
yeah,
it
like when a character comes out,
yeah, especially when a new character comes out in the game, the
a
servers
big
are
update.
hella slow.
But that's just because everybody's getting on.
Mhm. Um, I've actually never had a server crash. I've never experienced a whole server crash before, if that's still a thing, which I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
still is. But yeah, I've never experienced a server crash during my two plus years of playing the game. Um, I mean, yes, there are times where servers are shit, but there's times where the server is just fine. They're average, really. They're just
yeah.
average servers. If you don't know, I should we should have said this at the beginning, but there are an NA in like four servers, or is it just three?
I'm not sure.
There's East West. I don't know if Europe is on the list on NA, but I'm pretty sure Australia is on the list.
I'm not sure.
It's three of four. All right. Jesus Christ, we played the game for so long we can't remember. I
I
know
don't know.
this is annoying us actually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for server. DK, DK knows. I guess he like logical explanation of it. I don't really know much about servers. I can only tell you that the servers are average in the game. They always do maintenance on Wednesdays as well during early mornings and as in like 5, 2 to 5, or sometimes they do it in the afternoon, which is weird, but doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They always do servers
Th-
on Wednesdays usually.
which is
That's
nice because
maintenance, I
it's
mean.
weekdays and they do it early in the morning. Not many people are on,
Yes.
so
Um, that's pretty much it for servers.
yeah, it's not
That's
much.
Yeah, there's really not much about servers. I guess we'll wrap things up in one more video or one more clip. And yeah, Now, all right. So we're gonna answer the question that you've all been
The
waiting for.
age-old question.
Yes, the age-old question that you've sat here and listened to us talk. Is
How
the
many
game?
licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
I thought you were gonna say how many elixirs does it take to get a perfect a perfect 50 or a perfect 40, yeah, if you're using an R7.
Yeah, how many
How
how
many
many elixirs
elixirs?
does it
Yeah.
take?
How many elixirs does it take to get you a 40% chance on winning?
Hey, I've thought of that before.
That's pretty damn good. But anyways, the age-old question that you've all been sitting here is is the game still worth playing? Uh, well, for me, yes. In short, yes. I still find the game worth playing, but I think for most of you, it's barely. For me, I enjoy the game's combat. I enjoy the characters of the game because they're all unique in their own way. Um, I, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do enjoy the high risk and the high value RNG bullshit that they have, but they,
High risk, high reward.
yeah, high risk, high reward that they have in the game, but it's weird. I enjoy it, but I hate it at the same time. You always gotta have
Yes.
that high risk factor in a game, cause it's what gets the adrenaline pumping, man. But
Also, what it's also what creates chronic depression.
yeah, it also creates depression. I also do enjoy the Vindictus community. I enjoy the GMs, specifically Aegis and Ziggle, because they're the only ones that actually do Twitch streams. Um, uh, Going back to the community, I do enjoy the community. They're not too bad. They're overall above average. Um, there there are people there that are gonna help you in game. There are people that are going to say something to you on the forums. What else is there? Cash shop. Um, I
Prices reduced.
Prices reduced. Yes, prices do need to be reduced on cash shop. Uh, the character customization, just face and body, it's limited, but it's I guess it's supposed to keep the characters the way they are.
Unique.
Yeah, unique and well, then again, you could just say like creating my own character using like a sculpting is making your character unique, but I it it's like
Yeah, but every MMO has
everybody,
that.
yeah, every MMO has that. Um, but to me, Vindictus and their character designs are unique on their own. I'm actually glad that they don't have a character like a facial character customization.
More thing.
Yeah, morphing, and I'm also glad that it is gender locked. I know people are gonna disagree on that, and I know, but I enjoy it. I really do. Again, it's making the characters more unique.
It takes a while to get used to.
Yes, it definitely does take a while to get used to the whole gender lock thing in
The
in
way
any
I'd
MMO
say the
game,
gender
really.
lock real quick is like the one character, Kurok, like he's a big dude with a giant pillar and clashes bosses and cyclopses and like holds them and attacks them and is like almost just as strong as them and rips dragons out of the skies. That just would not look right if you had some 12-year-old girl doing
Ex-
it.
exactly.
It,
I
it
know,
just doesn't look right.
and to me, it doesn't look right seeing a lolly hold Herc's greatsword. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, if you hate gender lock, you hate it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't care, you don't care. I I don't care. I don't care
Give it
anymore.
a chance.
Give it a
Give it a
chance. Exactly.
chance.
What did you say? Give it a chance. Play a game that has a gender lock, and who knows? You might not even care anymore. You might get attached to that character, like what happened to us. We got attached to our characters. We got attached to their gameplay, their looks. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's basically it for Vindictus at least. Um,
Yeah.
player base is lacking in the game. I won't lie, it is lacking, but it's
Which
still
means you
there.
guys should come out here and play Vindi with us.
Exactly. Help the player base a little. Um, Gacha boxes, hate them. Some of them need to go completely. Some of them can stay, but they just need to bump up the chances of getting the high value items. Um, I guess that's really it. I mean, I'm gonna say this again. Vindictus is a gem on its own, just like every other game. Uh, is it the best game out there? No. Is it for everybody? No. At the end of the day, it's your decision. It's a free-to-play game. It's not gonna hurt. Just try it out. Uh, it's not gonna hurt. um,
Yeah.
if I really had to rate the game, it's a 5 out of 10. It's an average game. The reason why it's a 5 out of 10 is because majority is the game fully evolves around RNG, and that shouldn't be a thing. It's an average game with solid gameplay. And no, we're not doing some of that IGN bullshit score rating here. It's not gonna be a 5.9. It's not gonna be a
Oh, I was gonna do
5.8.
that. I was thinking like
82975051.
I was
It's
thinking like since it was a this is not a AAA game, they didn't give me any money. I was gonna rate it 2.569821 out of 10.
but yes, to me, the game is a 5 out of 10 game. It's an average game, but I guess the real negatives to the game is one, RNG, two, the hardcore repetitiveness of the game,
Yeah.
three, the lack of content, um, four, the lack of player base. Even it's that's a lack of player base is a minor thing, but now it's it's hard because you gotta, if you want to experience the game at its best potential, is it's generally with players. You gotta have fun with players here and there. Um, but yeah, I mean that's it from me. I still think the game is still worth playing, but for you it might be worth trying out. So again, it's a free to play game. Try it out. It's not gonna hurt.
And I agree with you. The game is worth playing. Now, me to rate the game is kind of hard for me
Yes,
because I believe it's just how you play the game.
that is also
And
true too.
like to say it as if in the game, I believe would be like a 5 out of 10, an average game if you're just playing it like an average player. But I would give it more like a 6 out of 10 if you play it with like people. Like if you have a guild that's active and does things with you and all that other stuffs. I think it really improves the game.
Yeah, basically just playing with other people, playing with guild members or friends. Uh, which is why again we're going back to the guild thing. If you don't have anybody to play with, get in the guild. Literally, that's like the best experience that you have in the game.
Yeah.
Get to know people and just play with them. All right, is that it?
I think that's it for ratings.
All right, so I guess we can just throw ideas for I guess the game to improve. Do you have any ideas, DK?
First things first, one that I've been sitting on for quite a while that I'm really itching to
Yep, he's been dying to get this out.
announce is the economy. The economy is first thing that needs to be fixed is the economy. The economy makes me not want to play this game at
Yes.
the state it's in because I can't make any money, and if I can't make any money, I can't progress.
Yep.
Now, one way that I think they could fix the economy is, like we said before, that seal shop that we talked about needs
Yep.
to be like an event.
I agree.
And they've had events like that. Like, you remember the Skull event where you kill bosses, you get
Yep.
tickets, and then you can buy skulls? That was a pretty good event.
That's a pretty good event, actually. That's really damn good.
And it did crash the market quite a bit when it came to skulls. But since it was an event, it was only out for like a month. After it went away, skulls shot back up in prices.
Yes. That's what they need to do with the seal shop here.
Yep,
Granted, we like it, but it fucked up the market hard.
it did.
And
It was cool at first, and now I'm just kind of regretting it.
yes. Um. Anything?
New characters
Yes.
can also fix the economy.
Yes. New
Because
characters could also affect the economy. Yeah, definitely. I agree.
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, every single time there's been a new character that comes out here, you've seen it. Prices just shoot up.
Mhm.
The other thing, that level up event, they gave you the armors. I think that should not have gone on for as long as it did. I think it should have only been like one per character, or one per account that you could do that on, and I think it should have only lasted like a month. Not
Mhm.
like, how long did it last? Like 3 months? It lasted a while.
Yeah, it lasted a while. I think it was longer than 3 months, man.
Yeah.
It was quite a
And
while.
I get that they were pushing. Yeah. And that was kind of their point of pushing for new people and all that, but that crashed the market for everyone else.
Yep.
I think I like the other cool event that they did was the returning veterans event,
Yes.
where if you stayed logged off for so long, you could get special items and stuff.
Yep.
And every mission you did, you got tickets, and they could use those to get like exclusive outfitters and stuff that only they could get, really, and I think that was cool. And then if you wanted them, and it wasn't like catering. That's what I liked about it. It wasn't catering to the returning vets. Because if you, an average day player, wanted those, all you had to do was go play with the returning veteran. And whenever he killed a boss, you'd get a ticket with him. So that encouraged people helping out the lower levels and stuff like that who were coming back, which I think
Mhm.
was cool.
I guess for me, what I want to see for new content, because the game severely lacks new content, is just new ideas other than just combat.
Yes.
The game doesn't always have to focus around combat. Get a little crazy, uh, and don't have us throw spears like the Elbin Festival, because that was fucking stupid.
That was so
That was
stupid.
fucking stupid. Just
Oh.
have something different. We want to see something different. Or at least I want to see something different. Uh, I know some people may disagree, but I want to see some new characters. And I highly doubt we'll
Yes.
get any. I don't think we'll ever get any more characters. I feel like Delia is the last one. I truly feel like Delia is the last one.
Now, why? Why? I want to hear your
I,
reason why.
they haven't teased. Usually they would have teased by now.
Yeah, because
But
we're getting up to probably getting close to the next character.
hopefully, I could be wrong, but I want to see a new character. I want to see a new character. I don't care if it's another dude. I don't care if it's another chick with giant tits. I do not care. I want to see a new character. I want to play a new character. We all want to experience a new character. I just want to play a new character. All right.
Yeah.
uh, Secondary weapons.
Secondary weapons.
Yes,
Yeah. Yep. Jinx.
everybody wants to see secondary weapons. I think we can all agree about that. But again, just like Herc's weapon, there's always going to be haters. But it's a different playstyle. We all
Yep.
want to experience something new. It's the whole point of a. That's like another point of why we play games is to experience something new. Um, what else is there? Oh, that's right. It's right in front of my face. Community Summit.
Oh yeah.
Nexon, if you're fucking watching this, bring back the Community Summit. Uh, for those of you who don't know what the Community Summit is, it's basically where Nexon invites random Vindictus players to come to Nexon headquarters. I think all the way down in Cali. I think it's in Cali. Uh, what they do is just they show off new content that's gonna be releasing, even though you can see it on YouTube. But what they did was they show it off, and then they have uh, the random players play the new content. I'm pretty sure that there's like two videos on YouTube that show that. Um, but yeah,
I think that'd be pretty
you
cool.
guys, next on, you seriously need to bring back the community summit. That was a big thing to me. I thought that was a big thing. I think they stopped doing it after when Zoltar left. Uh, I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's when they stopped doing it because they haven't announced any sort of community summit recently. But yes, you guys need to bring back the community summit. Connect with your players. Take feedback from players.
Zoltar Zoltar really did that.
Yeah,
Really mingled with the players.
yes. He was the only GM that really did play with the players and really played the game just for enjoyment. And again, we want to see the GMs in game playing with players, just having fun. Just, that's like all I can think of as of now. If I think of something, I guess I'll write it in the description box. But other than that, that's all the ideas that I got. Anything else?
Not really.
I feel like we're
I
gonna be
think the
missing
game
something.
I think the game needs to be more open. Like,
Oh yeah, dungeons. Yeah, the
yeah,
dungeons. S2 and S3 they did do a good job with having the dungeons a little bit open, but we want to see a little bit more open, if that makes sense. Like I guess bigger areas. I think Twilight Desert had the best, biggest areas. We want to see more of that. Or at least I do. Um,
and I think by doing that they could fix S1 because if you've noticed from playing S1 missions, the dungeons are relatively the same, but like they have different paths
yeah,
that you take.
it's
I
different
think
every
if you
time.
took
It's
Yeah,
randomized.
I
Yeah.
think if you took all those and just kind of arranged them in a map, sort of, they could make it into something like Twilight Desert and Ship Graveyard and a different boss at each area. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think we'd see that
I don't
because
think
that
we
would
will
take a
either.
lot of work,
Yeah.
which I can understand that. I mean, that takes a lot of work, and that's a whole like redo of the server basically.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, so if you're gonna be
But
doing
that's
that,
fine. They don't.
if you're gonna be doing it, you might as well make a new game. But
Yeah.
uh, I guess new bosses, even though that's like the main thing of new content is new bosses. Also, I actually just remembered uh the outfitters. Next on, if you're still watching, let the players design outfitters. Seriously, you have a great fucking community that can draw, and
I've
you're
seen
not.
some of the
Yeah,
concept
you've
arts on
seen
the forums,
they've
and they're good.
they've seen it. They've even live streamed the winners and showed the winners the drawings. You can easily tell your players like, hey, we want some new uh, outfitter designs. Maybe some new in-game armor and weapon designs. Hell, even a new character design. Go crazy. You got a fucking community that can draw. Go crazy. I don't know why you guys aren't doing that. I know Nexon NA gets their content from Korea, but are they even allowed to make their own content in NA?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's say that they can. Let's say that they can. then you guys should use your community. All right, don't just let them sit there and type shit on random stuff on what they're selling to another player. Use the community.
My, my guess is they should be able to get into contact with, you know, the actual NA or the actual Nexon.
Yeah, down in KR, and say,
Yeah,
hey, we're gonna be having a design contest. Blah blah blah. We'll send the files to you when we're done making the the design. I I don't know why they can't do that. If they can, I hope they can. And if they're not
I think
doing,
that'd be pretty cool.
I think that would be amazing because for once, NA will be giving the Korean servers some new content.
Instead of the Chaos servers giving
Yeah,
NA new content.
instead of them giving us content. I think there's only two outfitters that actually got designs, which was the what it was the Necromancer from Taiwan, and I forgot the ringleader. Is it called the ringleader?
The Jester?
Yeah, the Jester. Yeah, whatever it's called. The red and white one, red, white, and black. That's what it is. But that's it, really. That's all I can think of. I'm not sure if the recent ones are player design. I don't think they are. I think they're just from the developers themselves. But again, user community.
The
We're
thing is not trying to bash the developers in any way, but everybody is only so creative.
yes.
Like, you run out of
Yeah,
ideas fast.
everybody runs out of ideas fast, which is why you have a community. Use us. Let us give you some designs. Let us help you. Let us build the game with you together so we can make
And
a
even
great
if
game.
you have a bunch, you can't even choose which ones. Just post them up on the forums. We'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, vote. Which one would you guys like to see?
Yes. Even that, yeah, just have a voting contest. If if there's so many designs being put out, just have a contest. Let us vote. Let us pick. Um, and then just have the first three be official designs. We'll have the top one be the released, the first released one. The second one will be the third release, or the second one will be the second released one down. I don't know
Third will be the third
the next
released.
update, and then yeah, and the third one will be the third release on the third update. Which I I why aren't you guys doing this? Why aren't you guys doing?
Yeah,
Can I send you guys a letter, please? But yeah, is that it for ideas?
I think that's about it.
I think
Besides not getting too crazy.
I think that's basically it. I'm out of ideas. See, I'm already out of ideas.
Yeah.
Um,
See, I would like to see the game just become more open.
yeah,
Like, just more places to go, I guess,
I guess
is
new
the way to put it.
locations. New
Yeah,
always
new
have new
locations.
locations. I will say this: Vindictus does have some very good locations. Very unique in its way. Also, another new idea: expand on the town hubs like Colon, Burby. Just expand them, make them a little bigger. Even if you don't add anything, add any new NPCs, just expand it. We want to see something new, and we want to explore.
Yeah.
Especially Rochester. Rochester needs to be fucking bigger, dude.
Dude, rock chess? I hate rock chess. It's
Rochester,
so bland and
yeah, it's very bland and fucking boring. It needs to be revamped big time. Um,
I don't think like anybody likes rock chess.
I don't think either. Like Rochester is the most dead place ever.
It is. It's
Um,
actually saddening.
yeah. Is that it?
I think so.
Well,
I mean, without getting too
yeah.
crazy going,
Without. I
bruh.
mean, we do have that one idea of between Colon and Rochester on expanding that, but that's. I feel like that should be another video. Another
Yeah,
podcast.
I could go for a lot
Yeah.
of different ways, and that's something that honestly probably won't happen.
Yeah, but it's a good fucking idea though. It is
It
such a
is a
good
good
idea.
idea.
But
That's another video.
I think that's it, people. If you've stuck this long, thank you for watching this very long video. This podcast, I mean, not podcast video. It doesn't fucking matter. You're listening, right? I hope you
Yeah.
were. But thank you.
Personally, what I would have did is, played a video game, put my headset on, and just started listening.
Yes. But again, thank you guys for watching or listening to us. That is basically it. From you got our opinions about is the game still worth playing? I think both me and DK here say yes, the game is still worth playing. Um, Again, try it out. It is free to play. It's not gonna
I,
hurt.
I just want to point this out real quick in case if like developers or something watching. The game is still worth playing now, but is on a
Yes,
downhill.
it is on the downhill scale. Which is why I'm saying it's barely, just barely, but it is still worth playing. Developers, you guys got to get your act together, man. Especially on the events. Um, I think that's it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, DK, for joining me on this very long discussion.
Yep, no problem.
And I don't know. Do you want to make another podcast in the future? We can make another
Dude,
podcast.
I'm down.
All right.
It was
Well,
kind of fun.
you heard it. We'll make another podcast in the future. So, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.